What's up, people? Hey, what's up, Vinyl Kicks? Here already. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I had nothing else to do, so I was like, "Oh, hey, let me go ahead and check in with everybody, see how everybody's doing." Am I sounding good out there? Can people hear me? Can people hear me? Am I coming through clear? I hope I am. I hope I'm coming through nice and clear. As I go ahead and sip on my little Chicho's vodka with some cola. I was watching a YouTuber earlier who is called Brittany Broski. I don't know if anybody else watches her. She was doing celebrity mixed cocktails or celebrity mixed drinks, what celebrities are known for drinking or whatever it may be. It's pretty good. Pretty good. It was productful. It was productful. So I got a lot of production done. So yeah. So like I was saying, hey, what's up, Nick? What's up, Paulina? Like I was saying, I was watching Brittany Broski. She was doing a video on celebrity mixed drinks. And I was like, okay, well, let me see what some of these mixed drinks are. You know, there was the Cumberbatch, which was all kinds of like weird shit that I would not mix together and I would not drink. Then there was I forgot, the other one was a Mai Tai. I think it was a Pamela Anderson drink. But then this one, which we know I do not like Taylor Swift. Okay, I don't like Taylor Swift, but she does this thing where she ends up putting Tito's vodka and she ends up putting cola together and she drinks it. So I guess this could be considered a Swiftie. So I tried one and it tastes pretty damn good. It like sneaks the vodka taste out. So for you to have a couple of sneaky peats while I'm up here. A couple of little sneaky sneakies. So anyways, like I was about to say, did anybody else hear about how physical media is being completely taken off of Best Buy shelves by 2024? Ooh, yeah. All those 4K Blu-ray collectors and DVD collectors and Blu-ray regular collectors, all those steelbooks, all that shit, they're taking it off of the shelves. They said they're not even going to have a presence online for it. So you wouldn't even be able to purchase those online from Best Buy. And I'm pretty much assuming, and I think it's a pretty good assumption to think that Target and probably some of the other big box stores are probably going to follow suit. So expect the price of physical media to go up. I am not a Swiftie. Not a Swiftie. Nick said, Taylor told me she's very fond of you, though. Well, well, thank you. It makes me blush. There you go. Hey, what's up, AZ Nick? Mick. I'm sorry, AZ Mick. Damn, one drink of vodka and I'm already freaking feeling it. That is very crazy. But yeah, Vinyl Kick's saying here, yeah, I've known for a while Best Buy was getting ready. They've been doing it slowly, I think, these past couple of years. So I don't. The only reason why I think that they would follow this model would have to be because the big movie companies, be it Columbia, Sony, whichever it may be, I think that they've already let the message come down the pike that they are no longer going to be producing physical media anymore. And I know that Disney actually is doing it in Australia and some European countries. They're already starting to cut making physical media. So I'm figuring the United States is probably next on the list because they're getting that streaming dollar, I don't know exactly how the profits could be split. If I'm only paying like, $9 per month, for Disney Plus, how are they splitting that up amongst all their producers and directors and actors and whatever? I don't know. I don't know how the business model works. I've never been in the business, so, but doesn't look like a good business model. It looks like it's gonna be a disaster, but who knows? But all those people out there, all you people that have physical media, hold on to it. It's probably gonna be worth a lot in a couple of months. So, after the new year, there you go. Let's see. Vinyl and Kick said the masses have been suckered into think streaming is the best way to consume media. It isn't. I mean, it isn't. I mean, it's convenient, most definitely. I don't know if anybody caught me on Lisa's stream with Peter from Pumping Vinyl. We were discussing about physical media when it came to records, came to music, and I was I wasn't there. No, I'm sorry. I was on Mr. Bizarro's channel discussing with Mikey Bananas and Bizarro and all them. We were talking about physical media, and I was telling him about how Or wait, was that it? No, I'm sorry, it was Race Channel. Damn, I've been a fucking stream whore the past couple of days, huh? Haven't I? Sorry, I was over at Royce in the House with Michael Nolan. We were talking about how during the early 2000s I had gotten rid of my whole like record collection because I had everything on hard drives and everything else, and I was like, I didn't think that I needed records anymore, and I had amassed a huge collection of records, and I got rid of them all, and I just I wouldn't do that again for streaming. I don't know. I guess because of what I did the first time, I'm kind of paranoid because now it's like the record. Well, I wouldn't say the record companies got me twice because a lot of those records I bought were used. So the record companies didn't get the money for that. The artists weren't getting the money for that. But all those fucking artists that could be pissed off about the fact that I was buying used and they weren't getting any money for it, they're getting the fucking money now. So, because all that shit back there, a good amount of that shit right there, I'd say probably about 80% of just what's in my living room, that's all new. So that means that went straight into the fucking record company's pockets and straight into the fucking artist pockets, or whoever gets the money, So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'll just end up seeing how it's going to work, but I know that we have a couple of channels on here that I know of personally, like, Joe Mayo and some of those people that they're hardcore physical media collectors. And I know they're not going to be happy about it, not going to be happy about it. But I'm wondering now if there's going to, maybe they'll end up coming like maybe some kind of underground, physical media trade will end up happening or something of that sort. Like people will start producing them or something, like for like certain types of like releases that have never been released on vinyl, and they end up making what they call fan club editions, maybe something will end up happening that way for like DVDs or some shit, who knows, or Blu-rays. Vinyl Kicks, he said, I have a good amount of sealed DVD and Blu-rays of classic movies, so I'm good on the movie physical media. If they're sealed, might be a market, man. You ran into any kind of hard times, good Lord, hope it doesn't happen. But if they're sealed, there's gonna be a market for them. There's gonna be people out there like looking for that shit. Mm-hmm. Most definitely. I'm getting back to buying DVDs. I bought the entire Jay and Silent Bob DVDs recently and a box set for Lord of the Rings. Nice. I mean, all those things are eventually they're all going to be. People are going to be going nuts for them. Most definitely. But same thing with me. It's like this complex I live in. Each of the townhomes, we end up getting a large garage, and I have a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff like that I have in the garage because when we moved in here probably about 4 years ago, I was totally going to like be pulling them out little by little, and I was going to be like watching them and putting in my collection. That's, as you see back there on that shelf, that's about as far as I got, but I have like boxes and boxes out there, and it's like I slowly got to start bringing them in and seeing what I have in there, But I know that I have a lot of Criterions in there because I used to take advantage of those Criterion sales at Barnes & Noble when you're able to get them, pretty cheap, fairly cheap. So, but yeah, I'm thinking, the Criterions, I mean, they always like retain their value. So I'm thinking if they retain their value, it's going to be a definite, they're going to go up in value. They're definitely going to go up in value. They'll probably be worth like two to three times what they're worth right now. Yeah, exactly. Artists unfortunately don't make shit from streaming platforms, though. It's actually almost like a form of slave labor, if you really think about it. Because they're only making like what, pennies? I don't even know if they end up making a penny on the stream, if it's a quarter of a penny or a half a penny, or I mean, I don't know exactly how it works, how they break it down. My brain is like so it farts all the time, so it doesn't retain that knowledge when I end up watching a video where it ends up telling me, well, we only make this much, blah, 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 blah. So, but I think a lot of the record companies are doing the thing that's called a 360 deal. I think it's called a 360, where they actually end up getting not only the money from the record sales, now they're dipping into the merchandise and the touring ticket sales. So before, I remember that was like what made up the money was that the artist could go ahead and they went into debt making the record with the record company and etc. But they were always able to go out on the road and sell merchandise and you know of course promote the record and make money for the record company. So that way they would go ahead and let them record a sophomore record or whatever. But I remember back in the day that's the way it used to work. I mean, I don't know how it does nowadays. The whole you'd have like the whiskey and all them doing the pay to play, which I thought that they had gotten rid of that whole pay to play shit for bands, but I was watching a movie the other night that's called American Satan that has Andy Biersack, fucking hell of a name, Sack, from Black Veil Brides in it. And in that movie was made probably maybe about a year or two ago, and they're showing in that movie how they're doing the whole pay to play thing. They're trying to get to the whiskey, and they're doing the pay to play thing. You have to sell so many tickets, or whatever it is. Let's see. Vinyl Kick said, Paulina, did you hear your favorite vinyl flipper made an appearance on Lisa's live stream the other day? Yes. He actually wants to talk to you, Paulina. We had a good conversation with him. I mean, like I said, I hope a lot of people don't think that I like fucking, bow down or kowtowed, or whatever. But, the thing is that like, I'll listen if somebody ends up having an opinion, I'll listen to what they have to say. And, like I said, I'm being perfectly honest with it. Since I started selling records myself, I'm not a flipper. I mean, I'm not like, if I buy a record at a good price where I'm reselling it outrageously but get a huge profit. But I understand it now. So like he had said when he was here, if you remember Vinyl Kicks, he had said, that he was at a record fair and he was selling records. And there was this guy who was next to him who was selling records that he had bought for $15, just like he had. And that he was selling them for like, 3-4 times. And he was like, dude, that's a dick move. You don't, stuff like that. Like he was selling for twice that, he was, probably selling for like 30, 35. But like, you have to think, I understand a little bit of his logic. It's like he's kind of cutting out like, you having to go look for the record, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, that may be rationalization. But, you have to think about the gas it takes, to drive around to these places. You have to think about the time that you're putting into it. You have to think about like the shipping materials, the tape, the bubble wrap, the boxes, all that shit. Plus also you have your eBay fees on top of that, if you're selling it that way. Because I don't think he's set up to be selling records in his own physical store. So he's probably doing it through eBay or something, or Discogs. I don't know, however, but I know they charge fees. So it's like you have to think about that on top of all that. And that's why I was saying, you think about it, like how much of a profit is he really making? Is he really ripping people off? I don't think so. But yeah, but he was like saying he wanted to talk to Paulina, I guess. I think he like wants to make nice he wants to go ahead and like, because I mean, I think you were the main one he was like concerned about, because you were the one who left the comment on there, and then other people had chimed in, on your comment. So we had said, Paulina's reasonable, talk to her, Only problem is that usually when he streams like early in the morning. So I can't go up on a panel and stuff like that at that time of morning because I'm usually at work. So I'm not able to go up on a panel at that time. See, Black Veil Bride's tour bus was parked next to ours a lot on Warped Tour. The entire front part of the bus was makeup and stage clothes. That guy, Andy Biersack, the lead singer from Black Veil Brides, my daughter is so in love with that dude. That dude is just like, he has all the young chicks like all over him. He's got the neck tattoos. Guy's got a long neck. He's skinny. Wears the skinny jeans. He's got like legs like freaking toothpicks. His legs look like pencils. All the chicks are in love with him and shit, So yeah, I've seen him on there. I mean, I've seen a lot of his videos and stuff like that. My daughter's like really, really into him. And every time it comes on, she's like, "Oh, that's man's. That's man's." I'm like, I know. They had different makeup depending on the heat and humidity. Silly to me, but I get it. Like freaking Lemmy said in Decline of Western Civilization Part 2, was it? Yeah, Part 2, the Metal Years. He's all, what do you think of the guys who wear makeup? He's all, well, if they're pretty, I guess. Wish I was. You let's see, pulling out Discogs. I looked them up back in December. Yeah, I usually don't wake up till 11 a.m. And if I wake up earlier, I'm not my best till at least 10:30 a.m. Before that, I'm a tired and miserable person. Now, I've never looked on Discogs to see what his actual prices are. I mean, I'm just going by what he said, because I don't really buy from Discogs. In my opinion, Discogs has a lot of fucking gorgers, you know. And also they would do this thing where it's like, it seemed like every time I try to go on Discogs and I'd buy something, they'd say, "Oh, well, you're not a proven buyer, or you're not a this, you're not." I'm like, hey, I'm putting in my credit card and I'm putting in my information. Isn't that enough for you to go ahead and sell to me? And they'd be like, "No, you don't have enough information, or you don't have enough of a history." I'm like, "Well, how am I supposed to get a history unless you guys sell to me?" So it kind of discouraged me from the whole fucking Discog shit. So usually, if I'm gonna buy something, I go eBay or Amazon or some shit. I don't even fuck with Discogs. So. But I mean, Nick, you resell records, so I mean, you kind of understand what it's about. You know. So like that. Like I was telling him, there's also a lot of times you sit on a bunch of records and stuff. Like, like I was telling him a story about how I bought those Panic at the Discos. I mean, who knew that he was gonna fucking turn around and get himself fucking canceled? The stupid shit he did. I go out and I'm like, oh, new Panic at the Disco album. I'm able to find some for $10 a piece. I'm like going, okay, well, if I sell these for like, 20, that's way less than people are buying them online, and then they could pay for the shipping and handling. I'll make a good, $10 on them, and these will move fast. I've been fucking sitting on them forever. I can't even get rid of them at 14. So more likely they're going to end up VCLT. Vinyl Kicks. He acted all right, but dude has an agenda. I see through it. If he's just trying to build up views, followers for his channel, why is he all buddy? But as long as he's civil, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I acted civil with him, and stuff like that. I mean, I don't have any, ill will towards the guy. He's great, in my opinion. I mean, if he's trying to build a channel, he's barking up the wrong tree. Because we are not kingmakers over here, man. Trust me and Lisa. Us, we're like not the kingmakers. Very rarely a purchase goes wrong at Discogs. If I could ever get a fucking purchase to go through. Nick, if you want anything on Discogs, let me know. I've been on there since 2011. Okay. Yeah, I gotta look up your store. I think you actually have a wrench. You should put a link to your store in here in the chat so people know about it. Easy Mick, I buy my hard to find stuff on Discogs. So far, I had a great experience. I'm pretty sure it would be a great experience, if I was able just to get someone willing to sell to me. It's like, I mean, I'll be honest. I tried buying from maybe like 3 or 4 sellers. Maybe I should go back on there and try again. Now that I've had an account on there for a while, for a few years now. But you don't have a wrench, Nick? Let's take a look here. Let's go ahead and change this up. Hope I don't echo on you guys. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's make sure we don't echo. Come on now. Oh shit, you don't, Nick. Okay, well, let's change that. There you go. You know what, AZ, I'm going to go ahead and give you one too. Yeah, AZ should have one too. All right, there we go. Okay, there you go. There you go. Nick, I gave you a wrench, and I also gave AZ Mick a wrench. So, in case you need to time out some fucks. I mean, I don't like the whole, like, I love Dead Wax to death, but man, his whole thing where he, like, that's how he, like, hazes people is by, like, timing them out and shit. I was never down for that. And I remember when I first started hanging out with Lisa, Groovy Lisa, man, she used to piss me off because she would do that shit. Somebody literally even threw a fart. She was like freaking timing them out and shit. And I'd be like, don't do that, man. But wait till they say something stupid. She'd be like, well, I thought they were about to. And they'd fucking be fucked. So, Nick, I mean, if you want me to buy something from other sellers, not trying to sell you records, I just give them to you. Yeah, I mean, I'll let you know if there's anything I see. I mean, I haven't really gone on there. I haven't really been buying anything recently. I've just been kind of like, thrift storing it and shit like that, dollar binning it. I haven't really done too much, recently, but I'm probably going to get back out there, Usually this is like my shutdown time. Winters when I usually start to like crawl in and stuff, and I start doing the live streams again and shit, baseball season's over, so I start staying indoors. Walrus Gumboot, welcome to the room. You used to be able to get bootlegs off of Discogs, but they started cracking down on them a few years ago. Yeah, definitely. And I mean, before on Discogs, that's where I used to get the whole like, it's a fan club edition, because that's how they used to get around it. And now they can't. But I mean, they'll go ahead and put a picture up there and let you know what it looks like. So they'll go ahead and let you know what it looks like, but that's about it. Good evening, Walrus. Now I'm wondering now, that makes me wonder is, okay, if they're getting rid of physical media, because I know that they've already cut down on CDs and stuff like that at Best Buy. If they're getting rid of the physical media as far as when it comes to video, does that mean they're going to do the same thing for audio, or are they going to keep on with the records? They're going to keep on selling them in store, because I don't see where that would help them with records being, at a boom right now. And to tell you the truth, the prices are starting to go up slightly on CDs, and I see that starting to that's going to have a boom coming up pretty soon too. I know a lot of people will probably be like, what, shut up, Dusty. You said fucking cassettes were going to have a boom. Yeah, of course that didn't fucking happen, but I still feel the CD fucking boom is coming. It's going to be around the corner. I think people are going to start buying CDs because they're cheaper than vinyl. Because I mean, the youngsters, them whippersnappers are out there just trying to like rebel against them, take away their physical media. So they're out there trying to buy up all them, some kind of copy of those albums that them there hippies like to listen to. Yep. Let me see here. Oh, kitty up on the counter. Yeah, we ended up having a cat who basically ended up adopting us, him and his brother. We ended up having some neighbors who were just horrible pet owners. They've always been horrible pet owners. Never home, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I understand people have to work. They have to do their thing. I have to work too, but they basically kind of adopted us, and they're here all the time. And people don't even come looking for them, So basically, he's like, here now. He thinks this is his house. He thinks I'm his owner. So I'm just kind of like, you can kick it. You're cool. Buy him some food, buy him some treats. He's happy. Let me see. Vinyl Kicks. I think Best Buy priority is TVs, electronics, and speakers. Yeah. And I mean, they recently starting to sell CD transports, not just CD players. Because I don't even think they really make just CD players anymore. But they end up selling like more of the higher end like CD transports, where you end up having to have a DAC, with it, because it doesn't have its own DAC on board and stuff. So I know that Best Buy is doing that, but when I had bought the one that I was looking into, who was it made by? Cambridge Audio. When I bought the one that I got, I was trying to get it through the store, and it was like, you have to order it, and they kind of make you jump through like loopholes, or jump through loops and shit to freaking buy one. It's like, why don't you just have it in the store? But a lot of people, I know that me and Tim Allen had talked about it one time. We had discussed about how people are using Blu-ray players now to just be regular standard CD players. It has a coaxial out, so people can go ahead and plug it into a DAC, and they can go from the digital to analog and stuff like that. Conversion sounds really good. You have a remote control. There's a whole community of people that are just using Blu-ray players. Blu-ray players and old DVD players, which I have a DVD player from the early 2000s, probably about 2005, made by Sony, which the thing is still in great condition. I keep it. I don't use it out here, on my stereo system out here, but I have one that's, up in the room. And that one actually has an SACD player on it. And I know that SACD players are kind of like, hard to purchase separately. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me go give you just a moment. Thought I would save you guys the noise of my dogs barking. Let me see. Nick said my old JVC CD player sounds better than my transport and DAC. Audio can be weird. Yeah, it can. I mean, it just depends. Like I also have another one. Like out here, I have a JVC CD player, same exact one. I don't know if it's the same one you have, but it's right up there. That one freaking sounds phenomenal. This one I had bought at a Goodwill for $15. It's the same model I had when I was a teenager, or actually, no, it was over exaggerating. I guess when I was probably around the time I graduated from high school. I had bought the same exact model, and I was in the store, at Goodwill, and I came across it, and I was like, oh my God, it's the same exact one I had when I was in high school. I loved that CD player. Completely clean, like someone hadn't used it. It's like $15. I was like, fuck yeah, score. And I've been using it ever since. The only downside is mine doesn't have a remote control. It doesn't have but I was so used to the other one I had. Growing up, it was a nostalgia thing. So yeah, you can play SACD on certain DVD players. Yeah, like this one was a Sony. It was a silver one, so it's kind of outdated. Like if you try and put in your system now, I know Tecbone has the whole silver face thing going. His whole system and stuff looks really fucking sweet. But yeah, usually you try and put them in a modern system where everything's black. It's like they stand out like a sore thumb. Vinyl Kick. Speaking of Best Buy, it's been forever since I've been to one. All the employees in the area all had nasty attitudes, so I quit checking them out. Best Buy, I had worked for them, probably around 2003, 2004-ish. I was working for, I had started working in Magnolia Home Theater doing installs. And then they had moved me over to computers. And then they moved me over to Geek Squad. And that was the last job I had there before I finally found my real job, But the thing is, they had, I think they got in trouble for it. They used to have where they would stereotype customers. They had something that was called the Barry. And Barry was supposed to be the guy who made so many thousands of dollars a year. And he wanted all the latest tech. He wanted all the latest convenience. And he wanted to show off to, they had a whole thing written out. He wants to show off to his friends. He wants to have the best at, and he wants to be better than his friends because he has this, he has that. He has the trophy wife. Every detail. And then they ended up having it went down, lower and lower and lower. So we were supposed to be able to we were supposed to know how to spot a Barry, and oversell them. So Best Buy, they have a fucking shitty model. They've always had shitty models when it comes to sales. Yeah. You can also play SACDs on some early models of PS3s. There's some audio files that stand by the original PS1. Not, not that mini version came out, but the original PS1, the one that actually had audio and video outs. They're saying that thing has a fucking awesome DAC built into it, and that it has a superior sound. So there's some audio files that actually have whole videos on YouTube playing CDs on those. So Nick says, yeah, Kick. Some people swear by them. Never heard one play a CD or SACD. I don't. Yeah, I've never played one on a PS3. But I'm assuming PS3s were around the same time as that CD player that I said I have. That DVD player. So I'm assuming it'd probably be about the same thing. Maybe it'd be kind of like the same sound, but. Wallace Gumboot, I always preferred Media Play over Best Buy. Not sure if anybody had a Media Play in your area. They have been out of business here for about a decade or so. I'm not well acquainted with Media Play. Are you in Canada, Walrus? Because I think that might be more of is that a Canadian thing, or maybe something from back east? Because I know that out here in the West Coast, I don't think we had Media Play. I don't remember a Media Play. Yeah. See, same thing with Paulina. She's West Coast like me. Never heard of them. Probably something that's either East Coast or Canadian, maybe. How about a Circuit City? Yes. Yes. I spent a lot of time in Circuit Cities. Oh, Kentucky. So that would be considered, I guess, back east. I guess Kentucky. You know, vinyl. I remember Circuit City. The thing that I remember, who did a video on it? I don't think it was Techmoan. Maybe it was V Westlife. Did a video on Divx, the original Divx. By the time I got into, the Divx, I remember the Divx codec. I remember being able to watch like movies in DivX and music videos, before the days of YouTube, and you'd be able to right click and save, and it would be like in a high quality, DivX format to play back and stuff like that on your computer. But I also remember the stupid DivX DVD players. Fucking stupid, where you would go and you'd buy a DivX movie for like $5, but you'd have to pay like for temporary licenses. Like if you bought the DVD, you'd have to pay them, and then maybe you'd be able to watch it over the weekend. But when you decided you wanted to watch again, you had to pay again. It was like hooked up to your phone line. Really fucking stupid. Another stupid fucking sales model. But and I guess there's like I think it was V Westlife who did a video on it. That there's like a whole community of people that actually they have DivX, and I think they somehow like engineered it where they can play them without communicating with the main, like they have like a server that'll go ahead and unlock them or something of that sort. I think. Don't hold me to it. Hey, what's up, Tim? How you doing? It's been years since we had a Circuit City here in the desert. They closed down back in 2008. Yeah, it's been quite a while. I remember. I'm probably doxing myself, but hey, send me a pizza. Cool. I grew up in what would they consider? What part of Los Angeles County? I guess Norwalk, Whittier area. Well, the thing is that right down the street from the apartments that I grew up in, I had a strip mall, or like a strip mall that was, not a strip mall, it's a strippers. But it was like we had a Circuit City, we had a warehouse, I had a huge Chalks, I had a big Goodwill. I had everything right there. So I'd like walk up the street and I'd buy records, CDs, everything all in one stop. And then if I went a little bit further to the next street over, I had Licorice Pizza, Music Plus. It's like I grew up in a great fucking area for music. So let me see here. Everybody's saying hello to team. Hello to team. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send out the link. So if people want to go ahead and come up, you can come up, or you can just say, hey, fuck you, Dusty. I don't feel like coming up. That too. And I'll just sit here and be a talking head. So, all right, there you go. There's a link. Tonight we are just on YouTube. I'm just doing the YouTube thing. I'm being kind of lazy. I'm not doing, Twitch tonight. So, Tim says we finally got a Circuit City here and was open less than a year before they went belly up. Damn. I think I had posted on my Facebook maybe about a week ago. I was watching this old commercial that was for Radio Shack, and it said it was like the 80s called They Want the Radio Shack Back. And they have like all these like icons from the 80s walking in, and they're just taking shit off the shelves and stealing signage and all that shit. It was pretty funny though. I just thought about that because to me, Circuit City always seemed like it was like I guess like a late 80s, early 90s thing, because I don't remember it in my area anyways, going past that. I don't remember it being all the way up to 2008. I don't remember that, but I remember the warehouse. I used to love the warehouse. Damn, I still have a lot of stuff that I bought the warehouse when I was a teenager. I still have a lot of stuff. What is up, Paulina? How are you?
Hey,
Welcome.
it's been a while since I've seen all your beautiful faces on the cover of the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, I was like kind of sitting here and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna sit here and like twiddle my toes. So I'm like, I'm gonna go online tonight and see if anybody's chilling, anybody wants to go ahead and kick it or whatever. So I was like, I'm gonna fix myself a drink and I'm gonna go up.
Yeah, I got myself a drink too.
There you go. Well, yeah, but mine's got a little bit of sneaky poo in it. So.
You're drinking the Swifty.
I guess that's what they must call it. They call it Swifty. I don't know. Brittany Broski was the one who like I said, she did a whole video and she did like the Cumberbatch, and the Cumberbatch had like Aperol and some other freaking liquor that I cannot It escapes me, but it's Cumberbatch. Hello, he's like, this drink is and she was talking about how bitter it was. It was such a nasty drink, I was like,
Mm.
well, Cumberbatch just hits me as like proper English gentleman, So it's probably one of those old school, like
Yeah.
I like to consider it like old money type drinks, where like if you like drank one, you were like, oh, this is horrible. They'd be like, you have no class. Oh, they're new money. They're new money.
Oh, I shouldn't let you be alone, so I'll wear my.
There you go. Got your helmet.
California.
Yeah, I started wearing my hats again because I was like going, I've got all my hair, so I haven't gotten a haircut yet, but I started wearing my hats because I was like, we pulled out one of my, I have like a whole box there, and I have like hats like crazy. I have like all these expensive hats that I bought and stuff, and I never wear them. So I was like, I'm gonna start freaking wearing them. I'm like, everybody else goes on streams with hats, why don't I? So I was like, let's start wearing my hats. Vinyl Kick said to Coke and vodka is nasty. I used to drink vodka like water. I thought so too. When Brittany Broski did that video, Vinyl and Kicks, she turned. She's like, oh, this is she's all, this is you have to guess whose drink this is. She didn't say whose it was right away. And she goes, okay, you use Tito's vodka. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I've got Tito's vodka. And she's all, and you use Coke Zero. And I was like, well, I got Coke Zero. And she's all, and you mix the two together and that's it. And she's all, this is Taylor Swift's favorite drink. And I at first went like, oh, God, that's gross, I was like, oh, that's gross. And then I fucking tried, drank it. Sure enough, I was like, hey, that's pretty good. Sneaky Pete. Sneaky. Funnel Richie, hats are cool, but the Angels aren't. See, I knew I was going to eat that shit. Knew I was going to eat that shit.
No, it could be worse. You could lose to the Arizona Diamondbacks recently.
Yeah, but I always every year it's like every year we got to give the fucking excuse. It's like, oh, we're in fucking rebuild mode. We're in rebuild mode. We're in rebuild. We ain't fucking rebuilding shit. That owner, he hasn't done shit for this team. He's wasted Ohtani. Ohtani's going to be leaving. More than likely, we're sending him down to the Dodgers. Ohtani's going to the Dodgers. Let's put it that way. He's invested in here in this state because it's closer to home. He says it takes him so much time to go ahead and fly to Japan from here. So he wants to stay here. So it was either us, Seattle, San Francisco, or the Dodgers. Who's got the money? The Dodgers. Mm-hmm. So they're going to get him. Hey, what's up, Tim?
What's up?
Tim?
Hello.
Just hanging out. Long time no see.
Really?
You're a long time no see. I was like getting people were commenting on my Angels hat because I know they suck, but I'm a diehard. It's like, watch, I'm gonna show Richie. I'll be like, oh, this is how hardcore I am, man. Look, I'm a fucking Cowboys fan. I know how to suffer, bro. I know how to suffer. I know how to suffer. It builds character, man. It builds character. Puts hair on your nuts.
I grew up as a Bills fan, so I know a lot about suffering.
Oh, okay, there you go.
I know more than almost anybody.
I know about pain. I know about suffering. Look at AZ Mickey's all, how about them Diamondbacks? Yeah, my freaking son, he grew up an Angels fan. We raised him an Angels fan. Now he moved out there with his girlfriend. He lives in Arizona. So he's kind of like watching the Diamondbacks. And he like ends up talking the other day. He's like, oh, woo, Diamondbacks are doing it. I'm like, did I just fucking hear that? You're no longer my son. Don't call me no more. I was like, get the fuck off my phone. I have no son. I have one son now. That's it. I'm like, oh, I don't know you. Nick's like, oh, I don't understand sports ball jokes, but good to see you, Richie. Well, it's just the Angels. Let's put it this way. They're hard to love. Ohtani is bossed about. See, now, Fox guy, the thing is, I don't think Ohtani is bossed about it. The reason why I think he wants to stay on the West Coast. And I think he wants to be, for one thing, next year, he's not going to be able to pitch anyway. He's not going to be able to pitch. He's going to get Tommy John surgery again. He's going to be able to hit. That's going to be about it. But yeah, I don't think he's going to go to Boston. I really think he's going to go to the Dodgers. Yeah, it's going to be the Dodgers or the Giants, one of the two. Final Richie said, don't tell me about suffering. I'm a Jets fan. Okay, I get it. Yeah, there you go. Let me see. The Jets totally blow, but not so much as the Cowboys. Man, I got to hear it all the time about, oh, you fucking cowgirls. Oh, you're in the fucking cowgirls. I hear it from fucking Lisa. When Lisa can insult you about football, you know you stoop low.
Oh, her team cheats, so I don't even listen to it.
Yeah, she says the fucking Patriots. I hope she's fucking listening to you. Fuck the Patriots, Lisa. I'd be like, oh, who's their quarterback? Oh, I don't know, but I know I like the Patriots. All right, get the fuck out. Let's see. Too many stars in LA. Boston only has one good player. One good player, Devers. That's it. But I mean, Boston. I mean, they lost a lot when they got rid of Mookie. Man, they lost a lot when they got rid of Mookie.
I haven't followed sports since the pandemic hit. I was a fairly big sports guy, and then it just jaded me. When they started having all these games that sounded exactly like they always sounded, and yet there's nobody there. I'm like, wait a minute, how real is this? I mean, if nothing has changed, but it's an empty stadium, and it jaded me.
It jaded the fuck out of me too when they were coming back. I mean, I was happy that baseball came back, but I was like, please don't put in the fucking sound effects, man.
Yeah.
And they're saying, oh, well, we're putting in the cheers. We're piping the cheers in, like hype up the players. And nah, man, that's just cheesy. I mean, when I finally heard it,
football the same. Both everything sounded the same, but there's nobody there. I'm like, well, how authentic are they doing this all the time? Are they always doing this when they're going? It's so loud on the field that the players can't hear. Is it, or are you just telling us it is? I don't know. I don't believe you anymore.
I like the way
that it could be the thing where you see like the fans and you hear like it's all raving and stuff like that. And you put a camera to a fan and they're like,
yeah,
But then again, it was like, the ones I think did it right. I think they did the pandemic right. And I got to give them kudos to the NBA. They were in the bubble. They controlled it. And they did this thing where they had the screens up where you actually saw fans that were like, they were at home, but they were, it felt like there was fans there watching to me, but still cheesy.
Well, I mean, you guys ever watch Penn and Teller? They did that. They put up these screens behind them with like people watching at home, all of these TVs with people watching at home. And I'm like, that's a cool thing to do. So they had an audience and they had audience reactions and things. It was just on a screen. I'm like, that's.
Oh, wait a second. I'm going to do something for you. I'll be right back.
That's a cool way to do it as opposed to, I mean, the cardboard fans were okay. I mean, I guess, I don't know. It's just weird. Oh, no, everyone's gone. Should I do that too?
I'm here. I thought it was just me. There I am. There. Did Dusty go?
Well, he was.
There you go, Nick, just for you. He's like, oh, yeah, take off that freaking Angels hat. Well, there you go. I'm shipping up to Boston. There you go. Yeah, during their 2004 run, I was really into the Boston Red Sox, man. I was cheering for them more than I was cheering for my own freaking team. I was cheering for them more. I was watching more Boston games. I was paying for MLB TV and shit like that. So
I grew up in Western New York. Most people around here do not like Boston.
Uh-oh. Well,
her camera was glitching. I got a feeling she'll be back.
All right, there she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up a Yankees fan, so Yankees fans generally don't like Boston.
Oh, man. The evil empire. Dun, 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 dun. Think about the Yankees is like, it seems like every time the Yankees come to our stadium, it's like, I think we hate them just about as much as we hate Dodger fans. I don't know if you've ever seen the meme where they end up showing Sheldon from like, where Sheldon's like spraying and it says like, ooh, spray the stadium. Dodger fans are going. We do the same thing with the Yankees. But Yankee fans, like, they start trouble. And it was like funny because one night we had gone to a game and it's like you could feel it in the air. It's like when the Yankees are in town, you could feel it in the fucking air that there's like something that's going to go off. It's like the whole mood of the stadium was different. And then, of course, you have all the Yankee fans turn around. They start with their flags like, count them. How many championships is that? Count them, count them, count them. And they keep on going and going and going. And then the more they drink, the more they start getting belligerent. And the next thing you know, all the fist fights are breaking out. And then the teams were fighting on the field. It was freaking great. My kids hadn't been there.
I don't get that. What I do know is that a lot of, especially smaller teams, the good thing about the Yankees is the Yankees come to town and people are actually going to go to your games. And you're not going to have 500 people sitting in the stands like you normally do. That's the one good thing about the Yankees.
Nick says, I'm a Bostonian, but only been to Fenway maybe 6 times. I've only been once in my life. All the music videos are across from it, though. I had always wanted to move to Boston. Actually, that was my whole goal in life before I had kids. I'm going to say it low because I want my kids to think, oh, we stopped you in life? No, that I wanted to graduate from, I wanted to get my Bachelor of Arts degree, and I wanted to move to Boston. I just always had like this thing about Boston. I always, I guess, glamorized it and felt like it was like this great place away. And, and it's funny because like people on the East Coast end up saying that about where we live. Like, oh, well, you live in Hollywood. Everything's there. You live in California. Why would you want to come here?
Mm-hmm. It's warm and sunny.
Boston, I almost
damp and cloudy and cold.
I almost had an opportunity to go to college in Boston. I got a letter from a college out there that they wanted me to apply. It was Brooks Institute for Photography.
Oh, okay.
And if you don't know what Brooks Institute is, it's like they're like the best university to go to study photography. All the best photographers went over there, and they know their shit, and they don't just have any people join their school. You have to really be really great as a photographer, and I was a really good photographer in high school, and I guess they probably saw some of my stuff and they wanted me to apply. And I remember I was talking to my photography teacher. He was like saying, so what are you gonna do after high school? I was like, I don't know, I want to try to go to a school in California or something like that. There's some weird school that tried to get me to go to Boston. And he was like, really? What school was that? I was like, some place called Boston Institute. He was like, why didn't you apply there? I was like, why? Is it a big deal? He was like, that is a very big deal. It's like, I wish I had a student that went over there and you could have been that student. I was like, I don't want to go to Boston. I want to stay in California.
Fox Guy, Tampa Bay Rays are the worst. They have 10 people there and the sound system is going nonstop. I'm convinced it's because the fan base average is 85, so they need to keep them awake. Sorry, retirees. Sorry, retirees. Well, thank you, Fox Guy Nick, for my nice lid. Patriots fans morphed into Yankees fans. How many championships do your team have? 20 years ago, their home games were blacked out. Yeah, they were. Yeah. Violent Kicks. Nick is cool as it gets, but when it comes to Boston teams, let's just say I don't have nothing nice to say. Lol. Now, the thing is, Boston, now I don't have nothing nice to say. I'm not into, the Boston Red Sox now. This I got during the Big Papi, Manny Ramirez era. Dustin Pedroia, that era. But yeah, I'm for the new Boston now. Nick saw we could have been roomies. My kids are fully grown, man. I'll buy a plane ticket. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. The kids grown. I did my job. Some legendary bands have come out of Boston. Yeah, I mean the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. That's what I think. Boston. That's always I think of them, and I think of Flogging Molly.
Oh God, the Cars are from Boston. Jonathan Richman's from Boston.
Oh, okay.
Who else is
Boston? Is Boston for Boston?
I don't think Boston's from Boston.
I don't think Boston's from Boston. But
where's Boston from? They're from Oregon. You go, is Boston from Boston? No, they're from Oregon.
I think at least some, if not all, the Talking Heads are from Boston.
Oh, okay.
At least some of them are.
Let's see. I know that Chris France is from Kentucky. Tina Wayworth is from Coronado, California. David Byrne was actually born in England.
Okay.
But I think
I
When
can't
from
remember the
school.
keyboard. I can't remember
probably-
even if it was a keyboard. One of them was in the Modern Lovers. That's how I know one of them was from Boston.
Jerry
because one of
Harrison
them
was from Milwaukee. Yeah.
Oh, they formed in Rhode Island? Okay.
Oh, okay. See, Jerry Harrison was the one. Jerry Harrison was in the Modern Lovers.
Yeah.
The original Modern Lovers. Jerry Harrison was there. So, because he had one guy, Modern Lovers were pretty cool. There was a car in it. There was a there was a talking head in it. The Modern Lovers turned out to be, to spawn some good music.
It's like a Boston supergroup.
The way I knew that from where they're from is because if you watch the music video for Nothing But Flowers, at the beginning you see all the band members and he put where they're from, and and I was like, okay, yeah, okay. Chris is from Kentucky.
You look at the cover of the first Modern Lovers album and you'll see Jerry Harrison on it, and you'll see, I forget his name, the Cars drummer on it. You'll see him too.
Now I know the reason why I don't wear hats. I'm looking into the camera. I'm like, oh, my hats make my face look fat. Like, no, the fat makes your face look fat. The Doritos you just ate made your face look fat. So anyways, what do you think, Tim? I was talking about when I first came on. I was talking about how Best Buy said in 2024, no more physical media. Online,
I was just talking about that on. Is that confirmed now? It's been leaked. The last I knew, it wasn't confirmed.
I'm assuming it is. Every one of the collectors, like the DVD collectors, Blu-ray collectors, they're all reporting the same thing.
Well, the first guy to report it I know of was Serial at Midnight. He did a video on it earlier today, but he said it's not confirmed. I want to keep stressing that this isn't. But I agree with what he said. Who cares? I mean, my Best Buy hasn't had CDs for like 5 years, and they've had maybe 4 feet of DVDs and Blu-rays 2 years ago. That's the last time I was in there. Probably less now.
Yeah.
So who cares? Who's going in Best Buy to buy their movies? They don't have any. I mean, they haven't for a long time.
I mean, like I watched like What Movie One and Sean C. Phillips. Those were the ones I used to. Where I guess he's called Cool Duder. I used to watch them before I started even watching the Vinyl Community channels. I was watching, like the DVD collectors and stuff like that. And I used to enjoy watching them go out every Friday. They would go and they would get all the new releases, because that was their thing, until they were starting to get like fed basically by the movie companies where they don't even have to leave. They send them to them ahead of time.
Yeah.
Stuff like that now. But and I was starting to notice just recently, because I had kind of like lost touch with the channels when I started doing my own thing here and dealing, being around Vinyl Community people, that they were going to the stores and that they weren't even finding like the new releases. They weren't even there. They'd be like, it's not here.
The guy from Serial at Midnight said, and I completely agree with him. It's getting to be a niche market. And it's the companies that are making money and actually working on this and actually care about physical media are making more money than ever. They're having record-breaking profits. While supposedly nobody's buying this stuff. That's not true. It's the majors that don't care about it. And the people that used to go to Best Buy to buy the new release on Friday are the people that are streaming now.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. The people that care, that actually want stuff, are buying it online or buying it from, the smaller companies, Vinegar Syndrome and all of these people. They're not, it's stuff that these places don't stock anyway. And his 2 points he also made, they probably in a year, Best Buy probably won't even be around. They're hurting. And if they are around, they're going to be around by not, he was like, and this is a good point. He's like, they sell a washer dryer combo. They've made like, $300 or $400 profit probably. How many DVDs do they have to sell to make that much money? It's not worth it to them to sell them. And he's right. Not anymore. There was a time when it was.
I would think that it's way easier, I think, just to order online. Like with this TV I have back here, this one's a 65-inch, And this one is starting to go out already. I've had it for probably about like maybe 4 or 5 years, which I mean, I paid like maybe like 6 for it. So I got 4 or 5 years out of it. So I figured I got my money out of it, because the middle is starting to like go dark, not completely dark, but enough where I can notice it where it's bothering me.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to buy another one. But the thing is, when you get these larger TVs, you have to have them delivered anyway. So I mean, I remember the old days when you used to go into like Montgomery Ward and you would order something, they deliver it. It's the same thing. Might as well just go online. I just go ahead and I buy it online, and they deliver it to my house.
Everything is going back to the way it used to be. Believe it or not, people don't seem to get this, but it is. I was talking about this on Doc's stream earlier. I mean, when the whole video industry started, it was niche because movies on a VHS tape were like $90.
They were way expensive,
So it was a niche thing to start. It's gone back to being a niche thing. And it's the same thing with movies. It's like people haven't realized it, but we've gone back to the studio system. People hated the studio system, and it broke up in the late 50s, early 60s. We're back. I hate to tell you, but we're back. This is the studio system again now. When's the last time you saw a movie that wasn't a major studio movie that didn't have like 20 people behind it, as opposed to one guy that directed it, maybe somebody else wrote it, and that's basically it. Those are the voices of the movie. Now every movie has like 20 producers and a head of a studio, and the head of the studio says, no, we're making this movie, we're not making that movie. In the 70s, 80s, and 90s, that wasn't the way. It was the Wild West. You were a director, you wanted to make a movie, you pitched it, it's a good idea, you made the movie, you got the movie. That hasn't happened. It's gone back to the studio system. It really has. So it's just circular. Everything is really just circular.
I remember the first movie that I noticed where it took multiple people in it making it, where it was like multiple studios, was Titanic. That's the first one I really took notice of. That it was like, okay, well, and I was thinking, is this going to be the format in the future that, it's going to take multiple companies to make these blockbusters?
Well, it's not even multiple companies, although that's true too. But it's multiple people. It's making, and records are the same now too. Unfortunately, it's everything by committee now. It used to be, a director, and that's how it was in the 30s to the 50s. Maybe it wasn't by committee, but you had at least one guy running the office that said, no, you do this, not this. I don't care if you're the director. That's the way it is now. Okay, well, you're not having that. You're having this. You're not having that. You're having this. And it's gone back to it. And I'm not saying it's an awful thing, but the freedom of making movies is gone again. And it was here. We had it for a while, but it's gone again. And I'm just an independent. If you're an independent, you can do what you want, but you're probably not going to get your movie shown very much.
I'm like really surprised. I was like really, when this came out, because it broke earlier, and I saw that a couple of different channels had reported on it, and I was like going, man, I'm just waiting for Mayo. He's going to come up and his head's going to explode. I was like, wait, he's going to come on live.
Target announced that a couple years ago, and they're still carrying it. But I got a feeling Target is next. I got a feeling another Target.
They're all going to follow suit
after Christmas. Target will wait till after Christmas. And the thing that's going to suck about Target doing it is they'll probably get rid of records too.
That's what I was saying. I was talking about that before you came up too. I was like saying, okay, well, if that physical media is going out, and we already know that they've cut back on CDs, extremely cut back on CDs.
My Target is carrying less than 50 records now.
Yeah, but also, I mean, the thing is that the records they're carrying are, I mean, they're not crap, but there's like the quality control of who stocks it, how they take care of it on the shelf. It's ridiculous. They just no consideration. It's just like
there's not a record in my Target that I'm interested in anymore. There's nothing there that I'm interested in.
Like the other day, Lisa had put up on her TikTok. She had put up a video that she had come across. I forgot whose album it was inside of a Target, and it was warped to shit. And they didn't take it off the shelf and say, okay, well, go ahead and mark it off, send it back, whatever. They left it up there. It's like they just didn't care.
That's the other thing about I was going to talk about Best Buy and not carrying that went away a long time ago. There used to be a return policy with companies, with record companies and stuff. That went away a long time ago.
Yeah.
So now you bought something, it's yours. And so you used to be able to, Best Buy used to be able to afford to carry everything because what they didn't sell, they could send back in a couple months.
Yeah.
Get credit, get new stuff in. That went away a long time ago. So once that goes away, now you bought it, it's yours. And that's a different scenario you're working on.
I remember Walmart and Costco used to be able to go ahead and take something that you've had for years at home, take it back, and they would take it back off, like whatever.
Yeah.
Not now.
I'm talking as a store, there used to be return policies, and they went away quite a long time ago. And that changed the dynamic. And I feel sorry for little mom and pop shops because you used to be able to return unsold merchandise to distributors, and that ended. And so now little mom and pop shops are spending $18 to sell a record for $22, and it's warped or something. Guess what? It's that you ate it. You just ate your $18. And
I mean, I think the only reason why I think Best Buy has got to be pulling such a bold move and going ahead and saying that they're not going to carry physical media anymore is because the movie companies have had to tell them already. It's over. We're not going to be producing it anymore. Because I mean, look at Disney. In Australia and some of the European countries, they're no longer going to be making physical media.
Yeah, Disney pulled out of Australia. But the it's going to come. It's going to come back. But I don't think it's going to leave. I think you're just going to get more. There was a new label started a month or two ago. New labels are going to keep popping up, and companies are going to be more and more and more willing to license the product. Because why not? It doesn't cost them anything. Sure, give us $20,000 and you can have these 10 movies to license for 2 years. You know, it's free money for me. I don't have to do anything. And, I mean, I was just sitting on them anyway. And that's the way it's going to go. It's going to the model of Vinegar Syndrome and whoever else is out there. It's going to the small labels that do nicer work than the majors, to be honest. And
I don't know. The thing is that
it's not over. It's just changing hands.
Yeah, because the thing that was upsetting me was like not being able to get a hold of physical media. It's like I'm not much of a big physical media, consumer or purchaser now. Not like I used to be. But the thing that upset me was not having the option. It's like, don't take it away from me. Because I mean, the thing is that like, I've had probably like a Fire TV. I've probably had a smart Fire TV for probably like maybe 7 years now that I've been with one, is some, either this one or the one before it. And the thing I noticed that there's certain shows, not all of them, but certain shows have moved a lot. They've moved around a lot, and the thing that like disturbs me is like, a lot of these streaming services like, okay, well, you can buy the license from them and be like, okay, well, I want to buy a whole season of this, and you purchase the season. And supposedly you end up having access to it. But what happens when they no longer have it? When they don't have access to it, then it's just like, oh, fuck you. There goes your money. Yeah,
I think a lot of the streaming services, and I know some of them are for a fact, but I think a lot of them, more than we probably know, are all owned by the same company or two. And they just move things around on purpose so that you have to subscribe to all of them.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Because like there's one show, don't anybody judge me for it, but I love Saved by the Bell. I watch all the time. I used to have it on physical media, which I actually probably still do have it in the garage. I probably still do have it. Fuck them. Shouldn't be paying for it. But the thing is that like it's moved to like so many different formats in just a time. I've had television. It went from like Prime Video. It went to Hulu. It went to Peacock. It's like it's moved around so much. And now I think it's back on Hulu. I think it's back on Hulu. But it's moved around so much where, you can't watch it at any one specific place. It's just like, yeah.
I've had a Fire Stick for years. I don't think I've even used it in 2 years. Fire Stick. It just sits there. I don't.
Yeah, like this one right here is a Fire TV.
I watch movies. I put in a disc and I watched the Laserdisc today. I watch physical media. That's what I watch.
Yeah, like the thing that was like has become a game changer. I'm probably giving myself up on here because I'm like, oh, call the police on Dusty. No, I've been like freaking going to YTS and I've been downloading movies in 4K. Now they're doing 4K rips. Now I ended up taking Kodi, and I put Kodi on this computer, and then this computer right here with all the terabytes of drive space becomes the media center, and this feeds the rest of the house. So we end up having, my bedroom upstairs, my daughter's bedroom over here, my son's bedroom over here, the living room TV. All these TVs have Kodi installed on them, but they all pull from the same media center source right here. So all the movies can be played on these 4K TVs. So now I'm able to like stream my own movies 4K to, the TVs and stuff like that. So in a way, that's kind of like having physical media. It's like I can download the movies and I don't have to depend on where, it's going to be streaming at that specific moment. Something like, I just got on my media center.
Well, that's the thing about people say, why do you need physical media? You can download anything you want or stream anything you want and blah, blah, blah. I watched a movie from Hong Kong made in 1994 called Rock and Roll Cop today, a Hong Kong film. Okay, go find that on streaming for me.
Probably not.
No, you're not gonna find that on streaming.
I went on a black. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Paulina.
Yeah, yesterday I was in the mood for watching the movie. I Want to Hold Your Hand. And so I went on Amazon Prime to see if they had it there. It wasn't even available to rent it, watch it on Prime Video, or even buy it as a streaming kind of movie. And so the way that I was able to watch it was someone uploaded it on Facebook.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So I was like watching this movie through Facebook, and I was like, okay, that's happening.
Fox Guy said DVD Blu-rays have tons of extras you don't get on streaming services. But the thing is, Fox Guy, it seems like the era of Blu-ray kind of killed the supplemental material. It seems like, to me, it does anyways. When they first came out with DVD, it's like, okay, they kind of followed the model of the Laserdisc where there was like supplemental materials. So DVD would end up coming with a bunch of stuff. And you'd be like, oh, okay, that's great. I'd have this, da-da-da. And even if it was the most stupidest thing where they like, you watch the movie with the storyboard in the corner, it was still freaking awesome, But it's like, I feel like they kind of like really lagged on that.
It's not, I can tell you it's not the format. It's the major studios lost interest.
Well, yeah, I mean the format has
what it
storage
is. You buy these all of these little minor companies that are starting up all over the place, that are everywhere, and you're going to get tons of special features on everything. And that's another good thing about them. It's just the majors don't care. I mean, the majors started using the world's cheapest cases for things that literally will snap in half when you open it. They're so cheap.
Or you got that like cut out where it was like biodegradable.
And that's it. And and then they're wondering why nobody's buying their media and everybody's buying like all these little other companies' media. It's because your media sucks and theirs doesn't. That's why.
Yeah.
And I have a special. When I watch a movie, if there's 3 commentary tracks, I'm watching that movie 4 times. I watch every special feature. I watch everything there is.
I bought all of those separately, and that had to have been like around 2008, maybe around there. The Lord of the Rings. Those are the ones that are extended, like the 4-hour versions.
Yeah. That's why I bought it, because I love the longer version.
Yeah, I don't have the extended of those.
I also love watching the makings of it too, and it's funny because I like hearing like the stories behind. There's a story that they tell of it was Billy Boyd that was telling it, who plays one of the hobbits. He was like, I was at the airport in England, and I bumped into Orlando Bloom, and we're like, hey, we're gonna be in this movie together. I heard. It's like, yeah, great. So they're sitting together in the plane, and I guess it's a thing where if it's like 4:00 at a certain time in England, it's like, it's tea time or to take a drink. And then when he got into like another time zone and it was 4:00 again, I was like, hey, it's 4:00 again. Time to drink. So by the time that they get off the plane, there's like these drunken Englishmen right there in New Zealand, and they just nobody didn't know what to do with them, and they realized, oh, they're here for that movie that's going to be made.
Did you kind of off subject, but not off subject? It was like in Billie Eilish's documentary that she made for, was it for Apple TV not too long ago? She had made a documentary, The World is a Little Blurry. There's this part where she's at Coachella and she runs to Orlando Bloom. Orlando Bloom comes up to her and like talks to her and blah, 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 whatever. And she was like, oh yeah. And she's like, oh, I talked to him. She's like, okay, excellent, blah, blah, blah. And then he leaves and she didn't realize who the fuck he was. And then afterwards, like her mom's all, don't you know who that was? He's all, no, that's Orlando Bloom. Who's Orlando Bloom? He was in the Lord of the Rings, Pirates of the Caribbean, And she was like, and she shows her picture. She goes, oh my God. So, oh my God! So yeah, that was him as Legolas. He's like,
I've never actually seen Lord of the Rings. I own it.
Really?
Walmart had like one of these. They get these deals sometimes. Like they'll put up these little racks. They had all 3 Lord of the Rings movies in a 3-pack on Blu-ray for $10 one day a couple of years ago, and I'm like, oh, I'm buying that. That's a good deal.
Lord of the Rings is like watching the Beatles Get Back. So there's a scene in there where Viggo Mortensen is like, okay, I'll be leaving now. I'll see you guys in the clubs. And then Elijah Wood is right there going, just kidding. Story time. Dusty, story time.
Okay, well, remember how I told you I took drum lessons from DJ Bonebreak from X? Well, Exene Cervenka from X was married to Viggo Mortensen. They have a son together named Henry. Hell of a name. Henry, but they have a son together named Henry. Well, he's really good friends with all the members of X. And I guess around the time Lord of the Rings came out, I remember that DJ had copies of it on DVDs that Viggo had given him and stuff like that. Because I remember seeing them in his house and stuff like that. I was just kind of like, oh, that's interesting. But I think the 4-hour version is the most common version now. I think if you pretty much end up purchasing it on Blu-ray or anything, I think it's pretty much it's the 4-hour version now, I think.
Mine isn't. Mine's the shorter version.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
No. But again, it was in this set. I don't even know how much special features I have. Maybe not any. I don't know. But again, for $10 for all 3 movies. And this was a few years ago before things got cheap.
I think I've watched the 4-hour versions maybe like once in my life, and that was it. I bought them and I watched it once. I don't think I've ever watched them again. I don't even think I've watched the short versions.
And I have one of them on DVD too, the long version. I think I have a second one.
Yeah, because I think the ones that I got at Best Buy was like I said, when I was working there, and I used to get a really huge discount, there, because Best Buy gives you a hell of a discount because they give you cost plus 5%. I don't know how they do it now, but back then it was cost plus 5%. So you would get stuff dirt cheap. And if it was something like that was like their brand, like Insignia or something of that sort, it could be like cost almost like nothing. And there was also times, I swear to God, I would go in there and they would end up marking down a DVD or stuff. They would end up marking down a DVD. Like say you go in there, you go to buy the DVD and it's still like $10, $15, whatever. But in our system, it's saying that our cost is only 5 cents because that's how much we're getting it from the distributor now. So that means I could buy that for like 5 cents plus 5%, and of course they wouldn't let you buy more than one copy. But there was like a couple of times where I would like buy the DVDs like that and I'd be like, oh my God. And it was like something where you had to go scan them, so it's like I had a bad habit that I would do that. Like I keep on top of certain ones. I like scan them and be like, how much is this one? How much is that one? Like every so often and stuff, see if I can get it for like close to nothing. They were starting different web pages where people were sharing the information with each other. So they'd be like, oh, well, I work at the one in North Carolina and I scan this and it's going for this much. So all the employees knew, okay, well, it's going for that much. Go ahead and grab yourself one or whatever. But they wouldn't let you buy more than one. I think it was like a movie called Free Enterprise. I got for like a penny. I got it for like a cent. And I remember my manager was like, really, really, Rick, come on now. Really? You're going to buy this? Like, in other words, like, I'm like, fuck, ain't no shit in my game. It's a percent. Don't deny me. In my paperwork, it says cost plus 5%. Ring that shit up. Like, give it to me. But, yeah, so But I remember that was back in the day, like 2008. I mean, it's like we had like rows of media. It's like we had rows of like DVDs, and you just don't get that anymore. I mean, it's like they're down to like nothing. But I'm with Tim. I think they're going to start. The records are going to be the next to go.
Yeah, it's down to nothing, and it's just. But it doesn't mean it's over. It just means it's changing. It's going back to how it started. Which, you know.
Yeah, because they said they were going to pull the online too. That's when I was like, wow, not even online.
Well, I don't think they do that well online as far as that kind of. I don't think people think to Best Buy is people's source for buying records and DVDs and Blu-rays online. I don't think people think of that, you know. So
one of my son's friends gave me a cigar. I'm not interested.
That's definitely different with Target because people still go on Target to buy records. I know I do. Especially
but it's the store. You don't Best Buy. You think of electronics. You don't think of, especially these days, if their stores still stocked huge rows of DVDs and stuff like they did in the early days. You might think of them as that online, but they don't. So you just don't think of them that way.
If I let this in the house, everyone would kick me out. If I let this in the house, I remember I used to smoke cigars like during like the early or mid 90s when it was like in, you know, you go to the Yard House and that was like the in thing. Even women were walking around smoking cigars, like, you know, they'd go and they'd buy a cigar that was like $15, $20 and that was supposed to be like a big deal or some shit like that. They'd have like these whole humidors where you'd walk in, they were walking and stuff, but now smoking is not cool. Now it's all about vaping, and they're starting to say that vaping's bad for you too. So
of course it is.
Yeah, somebody gave me this, and I was kind of like, I'll probably end up sitting on that.
But I still like getting DVDs. I'm starting to get into them again because I think one day I just found myself just itching to watch these two movies again.
Oh, Clerks and Mallrats. I don't have that Mallrats. Isn't there a Criterion Mallrats?
I think this is like a Criterion version of it because one side of it is like the original theater version, and then the other side was the original cut.
Oh, okay.
The beginning is different, and plus, what I love about this is you also get a really cool Mallrats reunion Q&A, and I love the Q&As because they're so unlike the Q&As that you'll see when you go to a Q&A for a movie. Like the fans are like they're so funny that they just ask like the most ridiculous questions. And if you see the Q&A for Clerks, you'll be like, this is the 10-year anniversary of Clerks, not the We Hate Clerks convention like they call in the cartoons.
Have you ever seen the Night with Kevin Smith DVDs? He has like a whole bunch of them, and I think they have some with him and Jay and Silent Bob. They have them.
I like this one. It's called An Evening with Kevin Smith, and it's funny because he goes into like a whole depth of like, you know, what happened between him and Prince and stuff, and then him and Tim Burton. Apparently, they had like this very big fight, sort of like a fight and stuff. And then when it was a thing where Ben Affleck was like at a barbecue at his house, and he was like, "Man, I like how we did, like, you know, Chasing Amy. I like that movie. Like, come on, Kevin, you got to write a movie like that. Who can write a movie like that? You got to write a movie like that. Fuck, write a movie." And Kevin Smith's like, "Motherfucker, one of us won an Oscar for writing." And the first fuck wasn't me. Because apparently Ben Affleck won an Oscar for Good Will Hunting. Even though I feel like he only wrote about 5% of that movie. so he started to write about he started to go into this thing about Jersey Girl, and he liked it. And at the same time, I think someone was like saying to Kevin Smith, like, "Hey, we're doing a Daredevil movie. Who do you think could play Matt Murdock?" and he was like, "Oh, Ben Affleck could play Daredevil." It's like, really? He could do it? It's like, yeah, he could play anything, even the shark. Even in Jaws, yeah, Ben Affleck could be the shark in Jaws. so Ben Affleck was like, so Ben Affleck got the call to do Daredevil. He's like, "I'm gonna do Daredevil," and Kevin Smith was like, it couldn't be worse than Pearl Harbor, but go for it.
Pearl Harbor. I liked Pearl Harbor. I mean, it was kind of long, but I liked Pearl Harbor.
Me too. It was
Yeah.
that was my introduction to the great Michael Shannon. I'm a very big Michael Shannon fan.
Yeah, I was very into the View Askew universe. I mean, does he still have the comic book stores anymore?
Oh, the Jay and Bob comic book stash. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
the
still
comic
has
book
one
stash
in Red Bank, New Jersey, and
okay. I knew there was one in Westwood for the longest time, and I remember going to that one. The thing that was like, it's like he tries to like make that a selling point that anything you buy from him, he signs.
Mhm.
But the thing is that him and Jason Mewes have signed so many things that it's like they've just totally made their like signature worthless.
Yeah.
It's like they sign everything. Like you can go on there and you can end up buying like action figures for like $10 and they sign them.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, yeah, I think I have like a few, like from like Clerks, the animated series, and I have a couple other ones. I think from like I have the Blunt Man and Chronic ones. They're all signed by Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith, and their signatures are kind of cheesy too. It's like that's another thing that's starting to like piss me off is like the lazy ass signatures. Like Lisa had shown the Weekend signature, and it's just like one little fucking scribble. It's like, what the fuck is that? You know, it's like, people are so lazy they don't put. I mean, back in the day, because I used to be a baseball, collector, a baseball like autograph collector, and it's like the guys would always work on their autograph and it'd be nice. And nowadays, it's like that's it. Well, that's what you get.
If you're signing everything, you're probably not going to get much because you're spending your whole life just signing your name.
That's what I'm thinking. It's kind of like, I guess if you're signing like 202 or 300 different, pieces, it's like,
I just saw an autograph yesterday or the day before that you never think about these things, but like it was John Lee Hooker's autograph, who is a very uneducated man, and you don't think about who also stuttered. I just learned this too. You talk to him and he stuttered. When he went out on stage, he was fine, but once he was off stage, but he wrote a barely legible JLH. That was his autograph, and it was barely because he couldn't write really.
You see, he says, Dusty, you try signing. Maybe I might do some kind of thing where I sign something and I'll say, nobody wants my signature. You know what? Me and Lisa are going to get together and we'll sign electric bananas. There you go. Or we'll sign a bunch of plastic bananas. There we go. We'll sign for like $5 a piece. Lisa's like, I can't sign all 500 of these. Sign them, Lisa. GL. I'm like, sign them. Just kidding. Yeah, she had
I thought you two were joined at the hip.
I don't know where she's at. You know what? I actually didn't tell her I was going live.
I'll tell her.
Yeah, tell her that we're live. Tell her to bring her butt up. She's like, hi, everybody. Hi. She's like, oh, nice to tell me. I'd be like, just throw your fucking beret on, get up here.
I thought she was aware of everything. That's why I thought she had like 8 computers going at once and knew everything.
Unless she's because she lives on TikTok. She's always on.
She does a lot of TikTok,
and I'm like, girl,
I've never been on TikTok in my life.
I tried TikTok. I just couldn't, for the life of me, get into it.
I entered a contest a couple weeks ago where part of it was joining up on TikTok, and the only reason I entered was because the guy was like, so there's 3 things you have to do. You have to like this video, you have to subscribe to this video, and you have to subscribe to TikTok, to me, my account on TikTok. But if you're not on TikTok, that's cool. Who cares? I'm like, oh, okay.
It's like he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna freaking end up putting you in there anyway. He's gonna put you in the drawing anyway. Vital Kick said, same here. TikTok is lame as fuck. It's like funny because like Lisa keeps on trying to get me to go to TikTok. She keeps on going, you should do TikTok. You can get a lot of viewers on TikTok. And I'm always like, yeah, I probably could. Yeah. I can't. To me, it just seems like it's something that's for younger kids. I'm just not.
I don't do Instagram either. I don't do either one of them. I don't.
Same here. It's like I do pictures and maybe once in a while do videos on Instagram. But it's just something about TikTok. It's just, I'm getting old.
I tell you what, if Tim, Doc, Jeff, and everybody joins Instagram, you guys will be in a treat for more exclusive video from Wood Girl. She's always posting on videos on there all the freaking time.
Wood Girl was the one I gave away. Let me put it that way. There's a lot of people that I like on YouTube, and Wood Girl was the one I gave away because between them, I don't like. She's fine. She has an interesting channel, but there are so many people that I like better than Wood Girl. But
well, there's fine, and then there's fine. She's fine.
I have more serious YouTube crushes than Wood Girl.
I do too. Me also. Sometimes I walk past the mirror and I have to stare at myself for a little bit. I'm like, damn, that's Dusty Spins. I'm like,
yeah, that's
damn.
Wood Girl's the one I was wanting to give away.
I'm all, damn, Dusty. Stop looking at me that way. Fox Guy said, same here, Kicks. YouTube is all I do. Tell you the truth, Fox Guy, you know how hard it is to cross an audience with YouTube? I mean, it's like I have Twitch, right? And I've been trying so hard to cross the audience, and people just, they don't want to do it. I understand some people are like, I don't want to go through signing up for another thing and whatever. I understand that, but it's like I'm able to do so much content on Twitch that I'm not able to do here. I've been over on Twitch doing full concert streams and documentaries, and I mean I was going on there for hours, Tim. I'd be on there for 6 hours, because I'm able to just go ahead and run a movie. And I'm able to go ahead and chat a little bit, go ahead and do what I'm going to do, come back, chat a little bit, go and do something else, come back, chat a little bit.
He did 13 hours once.
I'm still
13 hours.
My internet still doesn't like Twitch a whole lot. So
you missed it, Tim, though. I showed everybody Jimmy at Monterey Park. It was awesome.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He was right there in front of the CVS.
Yeah,
I know, that's cool.
Mama Cass was right there eating her flaming hot Cheetos in front of the CVS.
Old ladies coming out the door behind them with their bag of Depends.
There you go.
If you look closely, Jim Morrison was coming out of a Panda Express.
There you go. Panda Express. I heard Jimmy over there playing.
And a chicken chow mein. Yeah.
She's like, do I hear fucking Jimmy playing over there? Oh, she said, I was staring at Anderson Cooper tonight. Oh, those eyes. He's a good-looking guy, but I got a bad secret for you there, Trish. I got some inside information. He's gay. So, don't think it's going to happen. No, I like Anderson Cooper, though. He's gay. I don't know.
How many gays is that? A lot.
A lot. It's a lot. No, I like Anderson Cooper, though. I watch him.
Yeah.
A lot of people say he's too liberal. I'm like, well, I'm kind of a liberal. So there you go. But I see Fox Guy said, Anderson on the other team. Yeah. He's on the other team swinging a big bat, I'm pretty sure. But, he's on the other team. Now watch, Lisa's not going to come up on principle. And she's like, yes, they didn't tell me they were going to be on. No, I'm not going to go up there. I'm staying over here on TikTok. Make all kinds of videos. Hey, guys.
I was surprised. I was on Doc's chat, and then we talked another 2 hours after you went off. And then I shut my laptop off and turned on my regular computer, and you're on. I'm like, oh, turn my regular computer off, put my laptop back on. I'm like, gee, I just shut this thing off.
Really, Trish? You didn't know? Trish is like, no way. I'm like, yeah, yes way. Yeah.
It's been said since forever that
I think he has a husband and a kid too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the best picture just came up on my screen.
Wood Girl nude.
No, even better. Even better. Check this out.
Oh, there you go. Oh. You're now going to do it.
Look at that.
Oh no! What did I do with it? What did I do with it? What did I do with it?
Yeah, I can
Oh,
just
no, I
hold
lost
this
it.
up. There you
Yeah.
go. There's my cartouche family. I just hold this up. I must have got that for a CD cover. Or something.
There you go. Come on, now I gotta keep it close. Gotta keep it
I
close.
forgot what they're in. I thought they were in a dune buggy, but I don't know what they're in. I think they are in a dune buggy of some kind.
Fox guy. Lisa's watching Chiefs highlights, hoping for a Taylor Swift sighting. That's funny. She's I wonder what kind of song they're gonna write about. What's she gonna write about him when she breaks up with him?
Oh, you guys want to see a video? I think is pretty funny. It's about 7 minutes long. Came out yesterday. It's on David Letterman's channel. You know, he does that little show with Barbara that used to be one of the producers, and he'll go on and who else is a guest tonight, Barbara? And just you, Dave. You're always our only. Oh, you know, but it's him and Paul Schaefer, and they talk about how they're Swifties.
She is like starting to become a thing. I mean, big time. Well, I know Pauline's gonna be like kind of late there, Dusty. She's been a thing. Where have you been for the past 15 years?
Yeah.
No, but yeah, she's really starting to. It's like you can't like get away from her. It's like every morning I wake up, you know, in the car on the way to work, I hear about her in the car. In the morning when I'm drinking coffee, I hear about her on the news. You know, it's like you can't get away from her now. It's
I don't have the news. I can get away. I know nothing about Taylor Swift.
Tim's on. Except
David Letterman and Paul Schaefer.
I'm seeing the movie tomorrow. I'm seeing the Eras tour film on the theater tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's out today, so
we were in a group chat and Pauline was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go see it Saturday." And I turned around and said, "Guess what I'm doing Saturday? I'm not gonna go see it."
Yeah, I guarantee.
They're like, "Gee, crabby, Dusty." Oh, Fox Guy said she has a house here, so she's brought up ad nauseum locally. Although, I mean, I will say for her, I think it was Channel 5 News. They were doing a thing yesterday morning, maybe it was, where they were talking about the guy who flies helicopters for Channel 5. Or was it this morning? It had to have been this morning, I think. Where he was saying that for the premiere that she had, because she had like a pre-premiere or whatever, you know, where Beyonce showed up and stuff like that, the AMC at the Grove, that she went outside in her big fancy dress for the premiere, and she took pictures with fans and signed autographs for a couple of hours. Mm-hmm. And he said that he was like flying around, and he's like, at that moment I became a Swiftie because I saw how she treats her fans. He's like, oh, I really, really like her. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a girl from my area. She's a very big fan. She has Down syndrome, and so she was selected to go to the premiere. So they the news did a whole thing, and they showed a picture of her and Taylor and stuff like that. So she really does take care of her fans very good.
Hey folks, I'm awake. Evil lives. Go, there she is. Okay, Lisa, there's your link. Come on up. She's like, now I don't want to. I don't want to now. She said, no, I was helping with the baby clothes. You know what? You can put your baby down for a minute.
Yeah.
I know it's hard being a new mother, but you know. I just started a whole freaking gossip shit right here. It was like, Lisa has a baby. Go, yeah, it's Richard Dolan's. Oh shit, he's probably in here. I just freaking ate it.
I was gonna say it. I was gonna say that. But...
you tagged me in a post on Facebook, and I was storing through baby clothes because we're getting rid of the clothes that my niece can't fit because she's now 9 months. So a lot of clothing we have are 3 to 6 months. So
what's your niece?
My niece is gonna be 9 months this month.
Well, we were talking about how it was yours and Richard's baby.
You know what? That baby is too cute.
Hey, Mike.
That baby is too cute. That is an insult to that baby.
It's gonna be like, hey guys, I'm back with another video.
But you know what? You wanna know what? that baby is a cute baby.
She is. She's adorable.
You
She's
know what?
adorable.
She's 25%. I call her 20. She's 25% white,
Uh-huh.
and then the rest is Chinese and Vietnamese.
Chinese, Vietnamese.
Yep, because her dad's Chinese. Her dad's.
This
Chinese.
is all Chinese, Vietnamese. Look at these.
Hey, Caitlin.
Hey, Caitlin.
Nice seeing you.
Okay.
So Chinese, Vietnamese.
You
Look
know
at
what? You know what, Fox guys? It's a limited edition from Comic-Con. Our baby's a limited edition from Comic-Con.
these. So what, you gave birth to a Funko Pop? I was kidding.
Because in San Diego Comic-Con they sell these limited edition Funko Pops that you can only get at the San Diego Comic-Con, and the most expensive most expensive Funko Pop is a glow in the dark Funko Pop from Orange. The Orange. What is that? What is that movie? Orange Clockwork. That's the most expensive Funko Pop.
A Clockwork Orange. Yeah, actually, he's been like the most expensive for like years now.
Yeah,
I think for a few, but Lisa was getting off. Yeah. She's all on Funko, so I was like, "Oh, Lisa."
No, because Fox Guy mentioned the comments.
Oh, okay.
That's why. Because he was like, "You guys had a limited edition Funko Pop."
There you go.
You're not saying it right. It's Funko Pop.
No, because it says here, Richard and Lisa's baby is a numbered much like a Funko.
Hello, Caitlin. How are you doing?
Hey.
Caitlin, we put out a link if you want to come up and join us. Caitlin's like, no, I don't have my makeup and my hair done.
It's nice to see you, Tim. You look like you belong in the Matrix movie with those glasses.
I can't. It's hard for me to read the comments in these glasses, so that's better for me. So that's why I'm on.
I think
I see worse in my glasses, not better.
I think I gave poor Caitlin a heart attack earlier, so I think she's probably. Are you recovering, Caitlin? Because we were just talking about some stuff and stuff like that. I turned on like, oh, I said, if I send you a picture of my wiener, will it make you feel better? I sent a picture of a hot dog. She was like, oh, no. And I'm like, it's a wiener. It's a hot dog. I'm like, relax, Caitlin.
Wait.
No, I don't want to see that.
Come on, Caitlin.
It's just my hot dog.
He was going to show you
my
the dog.
dinner.
No, Caitlin, you want to see one, Caitlin? Just kidding.
It's just my dinner. Just kidding.
Caitlin. Oh, Caitlin, we're going to show you one, Caitlin. You want to see one, Caitlin? This would be your first time seeing one. Are you ready,
Nick
Caitlin?
said, Kate, have you seen Lisa's baby? Me neither.
You ready, Caitlin? Here we go. We're going to show you a picture of a wiener.
I was like, damn, she's all trying to get me taking that. She's all, there goes. Dusty's channel's gone.
No, because that's what they call a dachshund, a wiener dog.
Yeah, they call him a wiener dog.
So, yeah, you think I was going to give Caitlin a heart attack? Oh, she said she's in bed. Well, you know what, Kat? I know another person. Kat, I know another person who streams in bed. So, I mean, yeah, you should think about it.
Uh-oh, there you go. Uh-oh, it's time. Uh-oh, look at there goes Tim. Tim's got the one, though. His is going, yum, 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 yum.
I lost my snowman. Oh, did your no? Oh, no.
Beans.
Oh.
Yum, 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 yum. Beans, yum, 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 yum.
I lost my snowman. My snowman is gone. I lost him.
I've got to ask Doc where he got that video. He's probably like, oh, no. He's all, I've copyrighted it. He's all, you can't have it. I'm like, oh, damn it.
Yeah.
He's got another crap or cat video that's even creepier than the num one.
I have an actual cat, but
cats are
creepy looking. Whatever.
Tim looks like a member of a power pop band with those glasses. No, he looks like the when Bono goes on vacation, they need a replacement for U2. They call Tim.
Caitlin's all, by the way, he was joking, or was I? It was a picture of a weenie. Hello. I mean, not a weenie, but a hot dog. People were like, you showed her, you sent her a picture of a weenie. No, it was a hot dog.
Come on, people, she's of age.
Since we're showing dicks, here's one.
Oh, Dick Tracy. Anybody got a picture of Dick Butkus?
Okay.
Yeah, everybody's like, where's Lisa at? I'm like, oh no, she's on TikTok.
I'll show you.
They were saying she's on TikTok.
She was at basic training for the Green Berets.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a picture of another dick.
How's John Wayne?
I got a picture of another dick. You guys want to see more dicks? I got a picture of another dick.
Caitlin's all, gee whiz.
Here, Caitlin, a picture of another dick.
I'm not a crook. So I'm not a crook.
Because that was Nixon's slogan, Tricky Dicky.
Foxway said those glasses look like something you could order out of a comic book circa 1973. They're X-ray glasses.
No, but those glasses make Tim look cool.
He's all their X-ray glasses. He's like, look at all our boobs. You can see all our boobs.
Yeah. There's a picture of it.
No, I got one. I got one. Let me go find it.
It's baby daddy.
Let me see if I can find
Lisa's
one.
eyes, baby daddy. Lisa's all, hey guys.
No, I've been doing that. I've been doing that since 2016, and it just kind
I
of
know,
stuck.
it's your catchphrase.
It's my catchphrase. Like when I did
Yeah.
a different catchphrase, someone said to me, "Are you depressed?" I was like, "No." They're like, "Why you're not saying hey guys anymore?" And I was like, "I know."
Well, I mean, you say it even when you're depressed. It's like, I'm not making fun of your videos when you had serious things to talk about. But even if you have something serious about, you come out, you're like, hey guys, and you're like, and then the face comes on.
Yeah,
like,
no,
get one of those.
people in the,
Uh-oh.
people in the VC,
Mhm.
they were making fun of me for making that video about my colonoscopy. You know what I said to them? I countered back, and I said, "What if someone's 40 and they decide they want to get their colonoscopy and they see my video and it makes them get their thing and they get checked?" And they're like, "Okay," and they shut up about it. I don't know why. I'm looking for a picture of a douchebag.
Lisa's all, I'm out here saving lives.
I am. You know what? I got Fred to go and get his. So yeah, I am saving lives.
Which actually, Fred did do the responsibility because I got to go do it too. I got to go get myself checked out also.
Oh no, that's not the one
I know what they're going to turn around and do. They're going to be like, you're fat.
No, you know the thing about it. The thing about
What's
it
going to
is
happen?
the thing about it is the prep. The prep is the worst. The other thing is just so easy. The prep's the worst thing.
I'm going to be like, is everything okay? And they're going to be like, you're fat.
No, you know what they told me? This is the honest to God truth. When the doctor saw me, the doctor goes, "So how many months along are you?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just fat." And he apologized. He apologized because he made me take a pregnancy test.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Lisa was so upset when she came up to you. She's like, "Do I look pregnant?" And I was like,
and then
no.
He's
Somebody
like,
asked me if I was pregnant.
And then he said to me, "So when?" He goes, "When are you due?" And I go, "Well, it would have to be like I'm Mother of Mary, a miraculous conception." He goes, "Oh, I won't ask you again."
And now he's probably stalking your social media, seeing all kinds of pictures of you with babies.
No, it was just because it was just
She had the
weird.
baby finally. Just kidding.
Everybody
Fox guy. Lisa's doctor told her to lay off the tacos for 48 hours. The body is yet to be found.
No, it was a Filipino guy. It was a nice guy though, but he just asked me.
Oh, there you go. Nick has got the right thing going there. No, I smell a lawsuit. There you go. You can try and say it put me into a deep depression because he thought I was pregnant.
No, I
Hey,
said
you can get a few records out of it.
Yeah.
You can get a few records, not a few hundred records, maybe.
no.
Caitlin said, lay off tacos. I mean, exactly. No, it wouldn't happen. Go,
I didn't
No
lay
way.
off tacos. I went to
You can
I went
never
to
tell
7-Eleven.
California to lay off tacos. It's our thing.
Vital Kick said, yeah, that is weird behavior from a doctor. He's like, are you pregnant? Do you want to be? Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
No.
Lisa was on. He's like, I think it's the braids doing it for me.
No, because what happens, because I think it's kind of like standard procedure, right? If you are expecting, right, they will delay it. They will delay it, or they will not delay it. But no, he just asked me because. And,
maybe it's just a procedural question, probably.
Yeah, and then so, so for all you people out there that are wondering, the prep is the worst. Everything else is smooth sailing. They just put you under the sleeping thing, and you wake up 30 minutes.
See, even the computer's like, no more. It froze. It was like,
Fox guy, I did do painting in college, and I did do painting in elementary school. Yes, I did level 1 painting. I did impressionistic painting, and I did just your standard painting. Yeah. So there's some paintings out there that I did.
Hey,
Not very
Kimba,
good.
how you doing?
Hey, Kimba.
Kimba.
I don't think she took a painting. I think she's lying. I think she just stole Stunny's hat.
No,
He's like,
I
give me
did.
back my hat, Lisa.
I took a year of drawing. I took a year of drawing 1 in college, where you had to draw still life. You had to draw perspective drawings, and then we also at the end of the
Did you draw
semester.
fruit?
Yep. At the
You
end
draw
of the
bananas.
yeah. At the end of the semester. At the end of the semester, I drew a Moxie bottle. That's what I did for my final. I drew a Moxie bottle at the end of the semester.
Did you do like nude model?
No.
You wanted?
No, only the like level 4 people do that.
I can pose.
I would not be a good candidate for drawing it because it would look like you would tell it's my drawing. Oh my God. I could not draw somebody to save the life of me. They had me do that one time.
I was told in college that I should be a painter once. They said, garages would probably be your specialty.
No, you know what my art teacher told me? My art teacher told me you can't draw, but you would have a career in greeting cards because you can paint flowers really well. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, you could be a greeting card painter.
Anybody can draw.
Okay, let me get the eyes.
People think it's a skill. It's not a skill. Drawing is all about learning to see.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with your hands.
Fine, I'm gonna draw Dusty then.
It's learning
You
to
now
actually
challenge me,
see
I'm gonna
what's
draw
there
Dusty.
and not what
It's a
you
Dusty.
find
It's
pictures
Dusty.
there.
Hold on, let me get my pen. I'm gonna draw Dusty. Where am I gonna draw Dusty?
She's like, we gotta put headphones on him.
Okay, we're gonna draw Dusty on the back of this this envelope. Okay, let's see. Let's get Dusty's hat. He's wearing
Gotta put headphones on him.
Let's see. Wait, Dusty's got a.
I'd take an art class in college, and one of our assignments we had to draw somebody.
Okay.
Well, I lived alone. I didn't have anybody to draw, so I drew actually the Paul McCartney album cover, and I was hoping that it wasn't recognized.
Okay, gonna
And
get
I was
Dusty
shocked at how good it came out. Actually,
some nice eyes.
because I was like, I can't draw people. I can't, and it
What
came
cover
out
was it?
really well. Actually, I drew the actually drew the 45 sleeve for Coming Up. And
nice.
Give him
I wish I
his
still
beard.
had it because it's the best thing I've ever drawn. I was shocked at how well it came out.
Give him the B hat, which I assume is for the Boston Red Sox.
Let me see here.
Okay. Give him a nice brim. Oh, and let's give him some hair. We don't want him to look bald. Oh, and there's his headphones. Oh my God, you're looking like Fred Durst. And then give him a shirt.
See, look, I got Lisa.
Okay. Well, I did a good job of you, and you did. I did a good job of you, and what did you do?
I put the beret in too. Look, the beret's there.
I drew you. Look I drew Dusty.
Oh, okay, that works. Okay.
Cool.
Well, shit, you're a fucking Picasso and shit.
No, you don't even look like you. I gotta find somewhere else to draw you on because you can't really see you on that.
Go, Lisa Barbara Ross. We're gonna start calling you Lisa Ross. She's a happy accident to put a nice little tree right here.
I gave you your soul patch beard here, okay? I gave you your soul patch beard.
You can't just draw one Dusty. You have to draw two Dusty. Everything needs a friend.
There you go.
Well,
you can't have just one. You have to have a friend.
No, here. I'll draw them on the back of this Kylex directions.
Wow, I look like a bunch of records. Awesome.
Okay, wait.
Awesome.
Wait, I got pictures of Dusty.
Mm-hmm.
I will look up my references.
You're gonna trace me.
No, I'm gonna draw you with your cat. You know the cat pictures that you sent me?
Oh, the cat picture?
Yeah, because you look cute with your cat picture.
With the kitty meow meow? Kitty
or,
meow meow?
Or we should draw you with we could draw you with the glasses.
Oh, look at me. I look oof.
Well, that's a good picture.
The cat is like knocked out. It's like 10:20, so I'm thinking like about 30 minutes. He's gonna be up like wow,
Okay,
because the
first
nighttime is
off,
the right time for him and shit.
we gotta make your nose look nice.
I swear, when everybody's trying to go to sleep, it's like that's when he decides he's gonna get the zoomies.
Oh, I just screwed up your glasses already, but that's fine.
Oh, these glasses are screwed up though.
There are no mistakes. There's
Uh-huh.
only happy accidents.
Oh, he's looking like Harry Potter now.
See, let's see if Caitlin could draw me. Basically, they like kidnap me. It's like I leave the door open. I'm like, get the fuck out. They won't leave. Just kidding. They won't leave. They're like, nah, you're fat and you give us food. We like you.
Oh my god! I screwed up his hair.
No, there's food here. They don't feed us next door. You feed us.
Okay, what shirt will it? Oh, Star Wars. That's when Star Wars.
It's like no.
Caitlin's all no. Caitlin, I'm gonna get you a T-shirt that says that. Just says no.
Yeah, I should say no. No, you should get one that says no, thank you.
I'm gonna actually get like a ringtone of that. So when she ends up like texting me or messaging me, I'll just say no. Like, oh, that's Caitlin messaged me. Okay.
Okay.
No.
Okay, we screwed up Dusty, but here
I'm
we
just
go.
playing, Caitlin. You know,
in the back of a Kylex thing, I screwed up Dusty.
Muy magnifique.
I know. Look what I gave you for a shirt.
Why do I look like Fu Manchu? But it works. I look like Fu Manchu.
I know because I was trying to draw your beard. I was trying to draw your beard, and I realized I made you look Asian, and that was not my intent. I was supposed to make you look more Hispanic, but you look like a wise guy. You look like you're ready to give advice to people.
I look kind of Asian, so yeah.
Yeah, you should get a DNA test. Asian. Oh, and I kind of didn't give you much hair on top. I should have gave you way more. Let me give you more hair.
What is the name of that company that does the genealogy? It was called 332 and me or
23andMe.
Did you hear about them? They had like a major hacking problem or something like that. They got hacked or something of that sort.
Really?
I know they got tampered with or something. I forgot. I heard it in passing. I think like on the news in the morning or something. I haven't researched it or anything, but yeah, they like got hacked or something.
Okay, but, I'm gonna draw Tim now.
Everybody is related to everybody.
There you go. Basically, yeah.
Genealogy. How can you profit from somebody's genealogy?
I don't know. It's like to me, it's like it's interesting. I mean, I think I would find it interesting for maybe like a week or two, but then after that, I'd be like, yeah. But there's these people who do these elaborate like family trees.
My brother was into that for a while. I don't know if he still is, but I'm just saying, why would you hack it?
Yeah, I have no idea.
This is what good can it do you? Where's the profit in it? The
thing that I'm thinking is that maybe the information can be sold, like all the like data of like the information of people. I don't know, because that's what they think that they're going to do with it. They think that sooner or later what's going to happen is they're going to end up actually using it to find out people's like probably paranoia, but they're trying to say, they'll find out like people that are born with like genetics for bad kidneys and heart disease, and they'll be able to sell them this product, that product, and da 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 da. They were saying different things like that, but who knows?
I mean, what I was thinking, you find out somebody's 25% black, so now on YouTube suddenly you get rap ads. I don't understand.
What the fuck? E.T. go the fuck home? What the hell? When did I turn to E.T.? Just give me a big finger.
No, that's Tim. That's Tim.
Oh, okay. Then Tim looks like E.T.
Look at what it says. Mayo's biggest fan.
Don't even. I don't even want to talk about him.
He's E.T.
We're not on the outs or anything.
Okay. Sorry. We'll change it. We'll change it to Dusty's biggest fan.
I'm less than
Sorry, we'll change it to
just taking a little break. We'll just say it that way. Taking a little break.
Now,
I find his abs
in the background
to be a little tiresome. Let's just put it that
way. I told you. See. I spent 8 years in art class to draw like that.
Final Kick said Lisa's drawing looked like the onion guy. He's so. I remember that guy. I used to try to beat him all the time. I can like hear the rap. He fucking said that I could hear the rap in my head.
So are you saying that he looks?
It was like his soul is all in the mind.
I was kind of I was
fun.
kind of, my inspiration for Dusty's drawing was Questlove from The Roots. So I kind
There
of
you go.
wanted to
Now
give him
you have to
that kind
take
of
all.
cool
Now you
vibe.
have to take. You have to take all those pictures that you drew. Now you have to put them in 8x10 frames, and they become a part of your background now.
But
So
you
we
know
can
what?
we can get rid of this.
I drew this in
the shelf thing in the back.
I drew this in the back of a Kylex direction.
Did you already build the shelf?
Yep, it's 1Q.
Okay, then you don't need that anymore. Then
No.
just go ahead and put. It's a masterpiece. It's a work of art.
But people don't read the directions to IKEA stuff. They just, they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try and do it without the directions. That's
You
good.
did. You did it
Oh.
without the directions.
Oh.
Yep.
What's his
Okay.
name?
And a video.
Popular YouTube channel. First thing he does with everything when he opens the boxes, he throws in. I don't need these. God, what's his name? Tyler Tube. Anybody watch Tyler Tube?
No, I haven't.
Now I want to.
He's pretty funny.
You gotta look him up now.
But he's also doesn't know a lot, and he mispronounces a lot of words. And I don't know if he does it on purpose or if it's part of his shtick.
Are you saying that? Are you saying?
Looking like Belushi and stuff right now? Like just
Okay. Which Belushi? Which Belushi? Is it John?
Don't you
Or is
remember?
it-
he
or is
he
it
used to be in the
Jim?
restaurant. Jim Belushi. John Belushi. I'm sorry, John Belushi. John Belushi.
Well,
Remember when he used to do Samurai on Saturday Night Live?
if Dusty had to be any Belushi, I'd want him to be John. John,
Well, remember he would like run the diner, and he was
I'm
dressed
not
like a
gonna
samurai.
lie. Do not take his side of streams, but John Belushi was not a bad-looking guy. He
Wano
wasn't.
Kick said Fox guy, nah, Onion guy. Yeah, the Onion guy.
Who's the Onion guy? Now I need
We're
to
talking
know.
about Parappa the Rapper.
Onion guy. Let me look it up.
John Belushi was Ron Decline, the manager of Red Oak Corporation.
Wait, the onion guy with the
I don't know about money. I don't have any money, but if I did have money, I'll give it to you. I want to love you. I want to protect you. That's
Oh my God! Oh no, you are right. Holy crap! It does look like him.
Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. If you wanna test me, I'm sure you'll find the things I'll teach ya. Be sure to beat ya. Nevertheless, you'll get a lesson from teacher. Now kick,
Yeah!
kick, punch, jump.
I remember that game.
Once more now, kick, punch, jump, and rock. Don't get cocky, it's gonna get rocky. We're gonna move down to the next jockey. Now duck, jump, on, pause, listen carefully, jump,
Yo.
pause, duck, and turn. Yes, I see you're getting better. Kick to the limit in order to get her now. Kick, punch.
These kind of Parappa the Rapper.
I don't know.
I remember that. Wasn't that for the PlayStation? Like the early version?
Yeah,
of the PlayStation?
I was about to say, but you kind of look like Parappa the Rapper.
You mean I'm looking like a Vidalia onion?
Oh, now this whole stream is demonetized. I just missed out on the whole like 4 cents.
There you go.
Damn
There
it.
you go. There you go, Vinyl Kick 80. There's the onion dude. Oh God, I did it.
That actually came out pretty good. You have a future in video game design. There you go.
I gave him a karate suit too because I assume he's a karate dojo master. He's like he's the next Karate Kid.
This is so funny. Look, Kicks nailed it. Looks nothing like Dusty, but 100% loses vision.
Look, Look, I didn't say I can make it look like Dusty. That's how I see Dusty, as a wise prophet.
Dusty, I managed to track down a vinyl singles box of Diamonds and Pearls by Prince, number 823 out of 1991. And I got 2 LP color variants. Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Pretty sweet, Mike. Lisa needs a red beret. She's gonna be
I got one. I got one coming in the mail.
See, there you go. It says "Lol." Lisa, great picture. It's the artwork. I'm telling you, that has to go in an 8x10 frame.
It does.
Your Green Beret colleagues won't be happy about your.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no! Hey, I bought a green one too. So I got a red. I got a green. I got a purple and a pink one. So I got colors for all of the holidays.
Let me see here.
I didn't realize holidays had specific beret colors. You learn something new every day.
Well,
She's
I
in
bought
like Cammy from Street Fighter.
I bought them from Temu.
Mm-hmm. Well, you guys, I will be right back. I have to use the little boy's room. Be right back.
Okay.
Hold that thought.
Yeah,
I actually
Yeah.
been on a cassette kick lately.
Have you been buying cassettes?
Oh yeah, I found Steve Miller Band Anthology,
Ooh, I have that on
Both of them?
vinyl.
and they're the original ones with the round logo on them,
Cool.
as was this one too.
Abra,
And then,
cadabra.
No,
And
that's
then I
the one with
found,
Paul McCartney on it.
Yeah. Well, I have that one over here, Brave New World. It's on the cassette right
Yeah,
there.
but it's on that anthology too.
Yeah.
My Dark Hour is on that anthology. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
And this is Rock Love, and it also has that round Capitol logo on there. I like the round Capitol logo cassette ones. The Joker.
I haven't
Also
seen a
with the round-
cassette worth buying in at least 6 months.
And Fly Like Eagle. Also with the round logo. And plus, I've been buying like some.
Well, I didn't think they were still using it then. That must have been about the time they switched then. I thought it ended at about 75, but 74, 75.
They stopped using the round logo around 76 and going back to
Was it that late?
Mm-hmm. So I think Fly Like Eagle was 76, I think. No, 76 was Fly Like an Eagle.
Well, that must have been the end because I know they weren't using it much after that.
This is a the Beatles White Album. And so it comes like, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been trying to find something with this because I have.
That's at least an 80s one. You know how I know?
Yeah, this one was like, well, this is the tapes like this has like the white wheels on it, so that's like a 93 issue.
Okay, well, I just knew because there's a barcode on it.
Yeah. Whereas the ones that came out in 86, they had this, but it didn't have the barcode on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it still had the 4XWB. And it still had that round logo right there.
I only own 3 tapes. 3 cassettes. And I haven't bought a cassette since 2021.
I also found the Go-Betweens. They're a band from Australia.
Yeah.
And so this one's 16 Lovers Lane, which has my favorite song on it called The Street of Your Town.
Yeah.
And I stumbled onto this girl's music, and it's very interesting. I like it. Her name is Jessie Coulter.
Oh, doesn't she do I'm Not Lisa?
Yeah.
Because she's not me.
It's on this one. I'm not Lisa.
My name is Julie. That was a big hit in what, 76, 75?
75, yeah. And of course, it comes with that nice round logo.
That's her only hit, I think.
Yeah.
I forgot who she was married to. Wasn't she married to Chris Christopherson or somebody like that?
It says
Waylon
here she was-
Jennings. Yeah, that's
yeah,
what I was
Waylon
thinking.
Jennings.
Thank you, AZ.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, because Chris Christopherson was married to Rita Coolidge for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had some Chris Christopherson in my collection, but I gave it away because I got it for free. So I was like, I didn't need it.
And I finally found a version of Yesterday and Today
Cool.
that came like this. So now I'm complete with Yesterday and Today.
Cool.
So that's all my
I
albums
never
up there.
see Beatles cassettes at record store. Nowhere.
Yeah.
Nowhere. I have like 2 in my whole collection. I think.
I mean, we have like a cassette section at Amoeba, but I just don't collect cassettes because I don't really have a place to put cassettes anymore.
This is a still sealed Yellow Submarine.
Wow.
Never been opened, still sealed.
Oh.
I've got.
Do you
I
collect
had,
any
a,
cassettes?
I had an import from like Thailand or something of Hey Jude once upon a time, but that was long since off my collection.
I found
Nice.
2 Hey Judes as well.
I might only have 1 Beatles cassette.
Hey, there we go. I'm back.
No, I might have Anthology 1 on cassette, and I have real music on cassette.
Yeah,
That's it.
my cassette collection is very weak. I only own 3 cassettes.
That's it.
Yep, and they're all BTS.
I thought you were about to say they're all BS. Just
No,
kidding.
no,
Just
because
kidding.
what happened was I accidentally bought 2 of the same cassettes, so now I got 2
Mhm.
cassettes from
Okay.
of the same exact album.
All 4 Beatles are there, Fox Guy.
Welcome, Cindy
It's
Talks.
just that Paul is like way
Hey.
down here.
I got some 45s of the Beatles too, Cindy. Not very big compared to Paulina's, but I got like 3 45s of the Beatles. I
I'd
think.
love to find the Yesterday and Today play tape.
Mm.
I don't normally collect things that I can't play, but that's one thing because that's the only place I know of that they actually use that alternate cover design is
Hey,
on
Caitlin.
the play tape.
This is for you, Caitlin. Well, you
Oh,
can't
you
really
mean the Butcher cover?
No, not the Butcher cover, but the one with the actual background from that photo is there. It's like purplish or something.
I drew this
like
for
that.
you.
The
Your hair.
moon is actually
That's for
there
Caitlin.
in the photo, and it's that was one of the possible designs for the cover when they changed it, and they went with that, but they used it on the play tape, and it's like one of the few places. It might not be the only one, but it's on the play tape.
I'm the same. I'm the same as you, Kix. It's just cassettes are cool, but it's just never something I delved into getting or
Hey,
buying.
Caitlin.
I just
Are you
never
talking-
delved
Are you
into
talking
it.
about this cover?
I can't.
let me go
Yeah,
ahead and play
yeah.
it.
That it's not that. I don't know if it's that exactly, but yeah, it's sort of that. Yeah.
I've been trying to find
Hey,
the vinyl version of this one. I would like
well,
to
there's
find
no legit vinyl unless there could be some country out there that actually issued it. I don't know. But
Yeah.
there's bootlegs, but the actual play tape, that's something like that is what's on the actual play tape.
You know, I have a lot of duplicates of albums.
And there may
That's,
be
like,
an
going through-
early cassette too, but I'm not sure.
Are you a
Maybe
big
an
Steve
early
Winwood
cassette
fan?
that used it.
Because
I like Steve Winwood, most definitely.
well, because I had double copies of Steve Winwood, so I was like, I'll give you one. It's the same exact album.
Ooh,
And
is
you're
the-
getting a Rattle and Hum because I had 2 copies of that.
Ooh.
You now finally got some. Well, I don't know if you have U2 on vinyl, but
I have some U2 on vinyl. I don't have Rattle and Hum. I have Rattle and Hum on CD.
oh no! Damn it, Paulina! That's gonna haunt
You're
me
never
until
gonna
I
live
get
that down.
one.
That's what
Excuse me.
it is.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault that I go to. Okay, it is my fault because I should have checked.
The thing
through
about that
the
album is, I'm sorry, but it's a very uneven album. I think the
No, I
prom photos are way better than the vacation photos. That's just my opinion.
I think we got a way bigger kick out of the prom photos than you would have got a out of that scene.
Because
Yeah.
people were speculating. People were speculating if Robert was a serial killer because his eyes look kind of like.
Well, I mean, the thing is, okay, with that CD, it's like, okay, if you had got the actual CD, let's be honest. If you got the actual CD, you would have took it home, you would have played it once, and it would ended up in your shelf, and you probably would have been not taking it out for another few years, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
This was photos, we were able to show it on a live stream, and
You're
it's
still
out there
getting
for all
mileage
eternity.
out of that purchase.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people were like, "What person drops their prom photos at a Pasadena Goodwill?" And I go, "Robert and whatever her name was, I forgot."
I have not heard the new U2 single yet, Mike. I haven't, but I will check into it though.
I heard a couple of tracks from that acoustic album they did, and I thought they were awful. But that's just me. I was thinking about buying it, and I played a couple tracks. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna pass on that.
Now I know that Larry Mullen is on hiatus right now. That he's taking time off because he was like the medical issues or whatever. But I wonder if he's going to be playing on? Did he play on the new single? Is he going to be playing on a new album if they make one?
Yeah, he did. He did. It's just that he's taking a break because he's about to get surgery.
Okay. What exactly was he getting surgery for? Did they say, or
he didn't say what kind of surgery?
He didn't specify.
No,
I mean, it's not
it's
really
just that
public.
he's going to be out of commission for about at least 4 months. So another drummer is going to be doing the whole residency with the band.
Yeah, at the Sphere.
At Sphere.
Yeah.
I saw. I watched the show, of course, on somebody's like video, or whatever. People are able to go ahead and do 4K video now with their phones.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching it, and there was this one part where I think it was during Mysterious Ways, where they had all these like digits and stuff like that. Like it's supposed to be like like computer code or whatever. And there's a part where they actually manipulate it to where it looks like you're getting closed in a box. And I was just like sitting there going, "Oh my god, that would fucking just make me flip out." I would have had to have left. I couldn't have handled that, because I mean they had it to the point where it was coming down and it looked like you were it was closing in on you, like it was scratching you down. And I was just like, "Nope, nope."
Damn, I just found out.
Like, no.
Did you guys hear that the founding member of the Isley brother passed away?
Yes.
Really?
Rudolph Isley.
Yes.
I did know.
I just was looking up Larry Mullins, and they showed up in the article.
Yes,
He was
yes.
84.
No, I heard that today.
Yeah.
84.
Yeah, I love me some Isley brothers. They're good to play on a turntable.
Who's that lady?
There's only two brothers left now.
Really?
Ernie and Ronald.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, the whole U2 thing is like I was watching, and I mean, of course, with the Sphere, the whole thing is going to be like the video show more than I think the actual band, because I mean, I kind of like the stage they had them on. It kind of looked like it was a turntable.
Yeah.
In my opinion, anyway, it looked like they were on a turntable, but it was just like, I don't know. It seemed kind of like plain. It's like they ended up having like these lights set up behind them, I guess, whatever, like poles, fixtures. But then most of it was just the screens. And it was like the screen was entertaining for a little bit, but then after a while, you're kind of like,
If you got sensory issues, it could annoy you.
I was like thinking even without sensory issues, because I don't have sensory issues, and for me, I was just watching on video and I was getting anxiety, and I was getting
maybe it's just me. Like if certain things are way too loud or it's just too much going on in the background, I just can't.
Well, now what they're going to be doing is for like, people who have sensory issues and stuff like that. I think, I know SoFi. I was watching on the Channel 5 Morning News. SoFi is going to be having soundproof rooms where people can like center themselves. Like when you're having a problem, you can go in there and you can like stop and it's quiet in there, and they have different activities to do or whatever, like to like jog your brain that aren't geared towards children. They're geared towards, they can be geared towards adults too, where it's like you could just like center yourself.
I mean, because there's like certain places, certain stores that have autism hours, like certain hours where autistic people can shop. And that's pretty cool.
That's what we do at Coachella. That's what everyone is all about. It's basically a place where you go to, to also get yourself centered. You could do also like activities there. You could do coloring books or anything. You could have like, if you need like some nutrition, we have fruits
Mhm.
there. We have vitamin water, the IV stuff, you can get it from us as well.
Oh,
So I think a lot of people have been really seeing what we could do. And so now they're going to start implementing it at other places as
Yeah.
well, because they saw it, how well it worked with
Mhm.
us. Because what we were able to accomplish with everyone was less people were going into the emergency room for overdosing,
Yeah.
because we were
Uh-huh.
able to provide Narcan over there. Where less people were getting arrested because not many people were doing drugs
Mhm.
and getting stupid with alcohol and stuff.
Mhm.
So it's like, we really um, made like a lot of change as far as harm reduction and prevention of anything. So I think like a lot of people really want this kind of system at their
yeah.
place as well.
Mm. Gallagher, what are you doing?
Gallagher. Are we gonna call it Gallagher now?
Yeah, I'm like, Gallagher, what are you doing, Gallagher?
No, because yesterday when you were filming that video, you kept calling Mal Mal. I was like,
Oh,
how
what, Kitty?
sometimes, yeah, Kitty, because how like
Yeah.
with animals, sometimes the name just happens out of nowhere. Like we had a dog, and my dad just met it one time. My dad's like, "Come
Mhm.
here, you little rascal," and that's how it's got his name.
Well, this cat is just like he must have been an attention star for where he comes
Yeah.
from, because like right now he's not doing it because he's passed out. He's like crashed because he ate a
But
bunch
he's so
of cat food and his
cute.
belly's full. But he likes to come up here and he wants to be like in the middle of everything. Like he like has to be. He comes and lays on the keyboard. And I was trying to look up why do they do that. And they says because the oils from your fingers and stuff, they can smell it on the keyboard,
Ooh.
and also they want your attention, so they come and they'll plop down
Yeah.
there and stuff like that. But I don't know. We'll end up seeing. He's a good cat. His brother is way more mellow than him. His
Ooh.
brother can like get up on the couch, sit there and like watch TV and just chill out. And
Yeah,
it's like
you
he
should.
doesn't.
Yeah, you should
And
give him
he's
a
the same
name.
age as him. He's the same age as him, but he'll just like sit there and just like,
Did you all name them already?
huh?
Did you all name them already?
My daughter calls the gray one Grayson. Then she was like going, no, you should call him Zero. And I was like, no, he's not a dog. Just call him
Look,
Grayson.
look,
then
the other
one's
one.
like-
The other
Well,
one's
no,
Mellow.
well, the other one is we just gave him the nickname of Precious because he looks a lot like a cat that we had before he got stolen. We had a cat, beautiful cat, and the other
Yeah.
cat looked exactly like him. And we had neighbors who were always talking about him. Oh, he's such a pretty kitty. Oh, he's so pretty, so pretty, so pretty. And then one day he just disappeared. Nothing that he had, been in the street, got hit by a car or anything, nothing like that. He just like up and disappeared. And he was mostly a house cat.
Wow.
So we kind of think that her friend, who was one of the neighbors or whatever, had to because even her sister was like, oh, he's so pretty. He's so pretty, And I was like, they probably just took him for all I know,
I know, because I had a blind Chihuahua when I was little. My mom gave him to the gangsters across the street who robbed us. She didn't know that they had robbed our house. She found out later after she gave the dog to them. I love that dog so
robbing
much.
you and shit.
No.
What's up? What's up?
You know who was robbing us? It was his 12-year-old son. He had came and stole our stereo. My mom did not even know until after she gave the dog to them. And now he ended up in jail. So the dog, I don't know where the dog was.
That's usually where you end up when you steal stuff. What kind of stereo was it?
It was Pioneer.
Ooh.
It was a nice stereo system that my dad had bought from the 80s. He'd play the cassettes on them. Yeah, they stole it from us.
Then every other day, her dad's across the street knocking on the door. Hey, turn that stereo down in there.
No. Well, we did not find out. We did not find out.
like that album.
No, we did
Too
not
loud.
No. We didn't find out until I think the dad had a guilty conscience and came over and told us.
And then my dad's like, "Where's tell me when you saw him? Saw him steal it."
Yeah. No, I was little. I didn't know. I was little.
You should have told him. Yeah, it's great that you told us, but even better would have been like returning it.
They never returned it. It was a nice stereo system.
Mike said, looks like Larry Mullen had corrective shoulder surgery.
Oh, because I
Um,
was reading about
uh-oh.
it.
There you go. Look out. Watch out, meow meow. It's coming for you. It's coming for you, meow meow. Meow 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 meow.
Ooh, they got a new Ghost vinyl. Ooh, cool. They got a new Ghost vinyl.
Jim just loves that thing. What, Ghost? The
Yeah.
band?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
band.
those ears are never coming off him. Those ears took me like 45 seconds to make, and they're never coming
Yeah.
off.
You know, the thing about Ghost is I like Ghost, but I don't think I like them enough that I'd buy like one of their albums on vinyl.
I bought one of their albums on 45. Yes, I
I
did.
know, but you also buy BTS. I wouldn't buy that either. So
Hey, look. But I am proof to the vinyl community that I can buy BTS and also be into Ghost. I have a wide variety. So, I'm an ass.
Any band but the Smiths. They're out. They're
No, Tim, I got the Smiths now, Tim. Let me show you. I got the Smiths. No, I'm not even kidding. Let me go find it. I'm not even kidding, Tim. Someone actually sent me the Smiths because I don't know why. But
it's the lease is dead.
And
the lease
you
is
haven't
dead.
taken it to a meeting for some money yet?
Don't tell me I lost the Smiths.
Damn, and look at, and not only do I like have my Smiths records, I put these ones in the real ones. These ain't even the cheap ones. I put those in the Mo5s.
You know what I found? And I was making Rhino compilations like for like the whole time I was gone. I made like 9 Rhino compilations, and I found the Smiths greatest hits on Rhino. I didn't even know it existed, and I had it in my collection. I'm like, when did that come out?
You know, I think the one that you have from Rhino might have been the one that she has. So I think they came out with like the 1 and 2, I think, and then they came out with
this one.
Cherubrook.
I have this one.
Oh no!
Hi.
I gotta bring out my copy too.
Where's Caitlin? Caitlin is be here to say no.
No.
All I want for
I love the way that woman says no. No.
you, baby.
But look at, I got the Beatles.
I don't wanna
Wow,
love
that's a
for
great album.
Christmas.
I remember one time I
All
was like
about
one
the
of the
Beatles.
I know, and
You
I
know that one
Paul
time I
McCartney
did-
bought his father a racehorse? That's all I remember from that album.
I remember one time Doc was using that as a trivia question. I didn't get it, and I felt so stupid. I was like,
What this?
and then he's like, "Okay, I'll give you a hint," and he held up the cover. I was like, "Oh, the Beatles story." He's all, "Bingo!"
Well,
Well,
look
that
here,
was some
folks,
serious-
you can't,
I didn't even know
folks.
this existed.
folks,
And
Oh,
I
that's
had it.
nice.
I'm like,
Oh.
wow.
folks, you can't.
That's
So the
nice. And you're
Smiths
all,
are
"That's
on.
all
Rhino. I used to say sooner or later everyone's on Rhino.
Now you guys can't
But
make
it's
fun
true.
of me.
There's hardly an artist out there that doesn't have at least one track that was released by
You can't
Rhino.
make fun of me
Oh,
now.
yeah.
You can't
I
make
mean, I
fun
know
of me
there's
now.
a Best of Morrissey on vinyl. I have that, or on Rhino. I have that. But I didn't even know this existed, but it does, and I have it.
They found out the neighbors stole the stereo when they suddenly started hearing K-pop emanating from across the street.
Well, first off, Fox guy. First off, this was the late 80s. This was the early 90s. This was 92, 93. I wasn't into K-pop at that time.
They're still on New
Lisa.
Kids on the Block.
Lisa
Yes,
was K-pop before K-pop.
Yes, I like the band Ghost, and I have not got any of their CDs, but that's a good song. That's a good song.
Lisa, I was K-pop before K-pop was a thing.
But you know
No.
you know what's a great CD? This is the greatest CD ever. And I think it might be Psycho's Patter's favorite one too. It's called the
Really? Because let me tell you
What time the
something.
175 hours for free.
Let
There
me
you
tell
go.
you something. If Psycho Spider had that, his internet would be better.
Oh God! Stop.
it's 1,175 hours for free. That's like 50 days.
Paulina.
According to this.
That's a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of. That's a lot. Wow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where you can get one of those CDs. Just walk into any grocery store and just look at the ground.
Back in the day when we used to run marathons, that would have been good for like 3 streams.
Yeah.
Paulina, that's how I met the dudes was on AOL. That's how I met the dudes in my 20s was on AOL.
She was an AOL hoe.
Yeah, that's right. I was an AIM hoe.
She's I'm aiming hoe. I'm aiming.
I'm aiming. I'm aiming. I had different cultures that I was going out with on AIM. I wasn't going out with them all at the same time. I kind of spread them out. And then after 3 months, I, dumped my AIM relationship.
Damn, Lisa, you player.
I was not going to spend more than 3 months with these people.
She kept on changing her name from like Groovy Lisa 1 to Groovy Lisa 2 and Groovy Lisa 3.
No, my name back then was like I used my government name because I was stupid.
You're all Hot Cheeks and Egg Rolls.
No, my away messages were emo songs. From Fall Out Boy, Hawthorne Heights. Yeah.
I don't think I really got on those too much, like the AIM and I don't really remember getting on those too much.
MSN Messenger, I had that.
I remember a couple of times being on there and having a couple of young, girls try to talk to me. I'd be like, how old are you? And they'd be like, oh, I'm 14. I'd be like, oh, guess what? You ain't talking to me no more. Bye. Block.
Yeah.
Mike said, I'm still kicking it with New Kids on the Block since 1988. Loud and proud. He's hanging tough.
Mike, that's cool. Do you want to admit that to the world? Because people are going to be like, oh, but I can admit it because I'm a girl.
The New Kids on the Block are the old dudes on the road. So it's like, I think he can hang with it now.
Yeah.
I think you can say it now.
Mike, who are you a fan of, Mike? Donnie? You look like a Donnie guy. Or is
New
it
Kids
Joey?
on the Block are the old dudes on the road, on the street.
They were Backstreet Boys.
Ooh, step by step.
Oh, don't make me bring out my New Kids on the Block because I do have it.
I was a Jordan fan. I loved me some Jordan.
I was a Joey fan, okay? I was 8 years old when New Kids in a Block were big. And I remember telling my dad I was going to marry Joey.
You got a New Kids.
I'm the perfect age to absolutely despise every boy band that ever existed.
This has the greatest song on here, The Right Stuff.
Oh.
Right Stuff. Also, you know what's on here that's really good? Please Don't Go, Girl. Please don't go, girl.
His name was You Got Mail.
Yep.
MALE.
Oh.
That is funny. So you got mail. You got mail. At least be like, do I have mail?
What you gonna do about it?
No, what's his name?
No, because back when AIM was a big thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to test the waters and see if the guy was legit. So you would go and send him away. You would send him a message, and then you would talk, and then you'd put your away message when you're busy, and then you'd come back to him a few hours later and talk to him again.
Damn, she already got the whole freaking thing down. She got the whole spill down.
Yeah, I remember one time a guy had asked me for a picture. So I just sent him, a picture taken with my Nokia phone. And it's like, here you go. It was like one pixel.
It took like an hour for the picture to get over there.
Exactly.
Oh, this looks like a good one. He's like sitting there for 30
No,
minutes.
You remember the flip phone, Pauline? We all had it. The flip phone and Nokia. Yeah, so I had the Nokia phone, so I was taking my 1 pixel picture to him, and it was taking 2 years to send it to him, but eventually got it.
I remember having a flip phone, the flip phone. Mm-hmm. Oh, Paulina. Okay, she'll probably come back up. I remember having the flip phone. I remember getting text messages around 2002, 2003. My friend Ed was already trying to text me. And I'd be like, what the hell is this? I'd open it up and be like, oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, call me back. Blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, how what the fuck is this? I'd be like, I didn't know how to text. And of course, if I had figured out texting, to sit there to get to A, it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, blah. So yeah, I never figured it out until but now I text like a pro, but damn.
Well, I can't. Yeah. I'm awful at texting. But I actually think it was easier to text on a flip phone than it is now.
Really?
Because I've got these chubby little fingers and trying to hit those little letters, get it right is like impossible. It's just
Same thing with me, Tim. You know what? When I was like, when I had an iPhone, I had the iPhone. It was easy to text. I would text, and it was like so spot on when I was texting. But now that I went back to Android, and I have the Galaxy, when I went back to the iPhone, now when I text, it's like I end up getting like an 8, a 7, a 6, because like my fat fingers go to like get those upper letters, and I hit the numbers.
But they got good camera on the Android. I think the Android has a better camera than the iPhone.
I had to get a new phone. That's why I was gone. My phone expired. And they gave me a month of grace, and I still didn't do anything about it. And then it expired, and then I had major problems trying to get my new phone going, because they made me buy a new phone, and I don't like it.
I figured why.
But I bought the cheapest phone I could get because I could give a crap about phones.
Yeah.
I actually got to talk to Jimmy's ex, Kathy Etchingham, on AIM back in the day. Sweet.
I mean, AIM was like, I remember one time when I was young, I wrote fan fiction, right? I was a crazy, and then this guy was like, "Oh, I like your fan fiction." So we started talking on AIM about it because I was writing like really bad fan fiction, and he's like, "I look like Justin Timberlake," and I was like, "Show me a picture." So he's like, "And what did he do?" He showed me a picture of his abs. He doesn't show me his face. I just see his abs. He's like, "I'm from Tennessee." It's the same place as Justin Timberlake. And I got catfish when I was 20.
Lisa was like, "Oh, he looks like Justin Timberlake." I haven't seen his face, but he looks just like Justin Timberlake.
No, he said he was Justin Timberlake's cousin. That's what his spiel was. I'm Justin Timberlake's cousin. Okay. I was like, "Sure you are."
Lisa, my favorite off-hanging tough in 1988 was "I'll Be Loving You Forever." I'll be loving you forever. I can't forget.
Mike, I figured you were a Jordan person. You look like you'd be a Jordan fan, but I kind of think you would have liked Donnie too.
How old was he back then, Lisa? That was long ago. And then Foxy wrote 20.
Okay,
there you go.
20. Oh, 20 was 2000 and 2002. I was 20 in 2002.
Damn. All the way back then? No, just kidding.
Well, to some people out there, 2002 is considered ancient. But to you and Tim, it's like, yeah, you're a youngin'. You're a youngin'. Tim was like, what, 20 in like the 80s? So
20 in 1982.
Oh, dang. Yeah, you were 20 when I was born.
All right, you guys. Well, I got to get off here. I got to go ahead and do the Uber thing. So, okay. But I'm gonna come back tomorrow night because
you should.
Now I'm sure you won't, because every time you say that, it's like 2 months before I see you.
No, I will. I will go. I will go ahead. I will schedule it. As soon as I come back, I will schedule it. 8:30.
Schedule it.
And I will send out the links.
It'll be sponsored by Yoo-Hoo.
It will be sponsored by Yoo-Hoo. There you go.
I never got into Yoo-Hoo, but I was a.
Oh my god! I found this at a gas station, and I was so happy because it's in a glass bottle.
That reminds me of Dawn of the Dead, the first Dawn of the Dead, because I remember I was eating bologna sandwiches, butterscotch, and drinking Yoo-Hoo, and that movie made me so sick watching them eat all the guts and stuff, and I threw up and had a fever. Yeah, it was a whole bad experience. It was bad. It was at the drive-in. Yeah, we were eating bologna sandwiches. I don't know why the hell we were eating bologna sandwiches.
I mean, Yoo-Hoo is better than Ovaltine. I hated Ovaltine.
Oh, Ovaltine was nasty.
Yeah. Well, it was nasty. Asian people love Ovaltine.
All right, then. Well, I'll see everybody tomorrow night then. All right. Goodbye, people.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, shit.
Bye.